at me munching on stream. Munch, 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 munch.
That's gonna get you kicked off of Twitch.
Oh man, I'm not even on Twitch and I'm gonna get kicked off.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
You have been banned from r/Pyongyang.
Ow, damn. Who hasn't?
Anybody that you would... probably. I probably have. I say some pretty anti-fascist things. On the reg.
Wait, is r/Pyongyang, like, actually pro, like, Pyongyang?
It's a troll account, basically. Or it's a troll sub,
Scooter,
I think.
Stop.
I think I understand that. Does Scooter need to have her nails clipped?
I've told you that last fucking week. Don't act all surprised.
Yeah, but I was saying it for the stream.
When is the stream got now? Hey guys. Don't mind me eating and
We're having
streaming.
a breakfast stream.
Yeah, cause so I've had a day. But first, let's go through the hellos. Song Strong. Hey, I don't recognize you. Hey, Twilight Moon. I don't know you either. Like, I might have talked to you guys, but I just don't recognize the names. Hello.
Oh, the audio is quiet apparently. Here, let me check the mic.
No. Here we can also. Oh, let's check this. No, the mic audios.
Whoa.
That's.
Why is that happening? Check the microphone device because that means it's probably.
Oh, that did it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're in the danger zone. Hi everybody.
Hey. Whoops. This is weird seeing my name on my TV.
You're watching a stream on your television? Interesting. What is that experience like? Please tell.
Yeah, I've never done that before. Yeah. Thank you, Twilight Moon, for pointing it out. Hello, random person. Hello, Dakota Jockers. Welcome back. Hey, Dream Gal. I don't recognize you either. Oh, are you really clipping Scooter's nails on stream?
What better place for it?
Okay.
One more. There you go. Now you can rest for a minute.
What is life? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so her front paw is done. Now she's calming down a little bit.
Her front paws, though, she only has one.
I need her other front paw, and then I'm gonna give her a rest, and then I need to do her back paws. Oh wait, I forgot to do her dew claw. Damn it. It's always the thumbs, man.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. You know, just explain to me. Okay, so. Welcome. It's been a crazy-ass day, and I kind of want to complain about it before we get into the hot takes. So, hotel life has been pretty shitty lately, because no one's, no one's sending people to places for work, and no one's doing big events because the coronavirus, which is really good.
Good for them.
Yeah,
not
people
making the coronavirus worse.
Yeah, now if only the local shitheads would stop. But whatever. Hotels are surviving off that right now, and it's been pretty shitty with low occupancy. And then we get a call from the security company, hey, we're looking to come into town, today. You got 45 rooms? And we're like, 45 rooms? Well, we've got a whole floor turned off, but, give us a day and we'll be able to get you in. So it's cool. And I get pulled off of a night, 2 night shifts to do housekeeping for yesterday and today because, hey, I'm trained in housekeeping and I'm pretty reliable. So it's okay. I go from having to do a night thing to a morning thing, but it's not just morning because it usually goes at least until 4 or 5 o'clock. Okay, well, that's going to really fuck with my sleep, but, do what I gotta do, be the hero I want to see in the world. Okay, cool. So I get there yesterday. I knock out a bunch of rooms, feeling pretty tired, but, otherwise okay, that's cool. And then I come in today, and it's like, okay, well, it's going to be just about as long, if not longer day, but, we're going to get through it, and, we're going to pick up in occupancy, but hopefully it's not a bad group, but, we'll be okay. And then halfway through the day, so they didn't give us a rooming list. They didn't, actually book the fucking rooms. All we had was, yes, they're gonna do this, and they're supposed to contact us in the morning. Well, they don't contact us in the morning. And my general manager tried to contact them. And turns out they're all like, we don't really like the rate that you're offering us. $65 per night per room. That's pretty fucking expensive. We have somewhere that's offering us $40 a night, and it's like,
well, my immediate response would be, well, then stay there.
Well, yeah, and it's like, why did you make promises that you can't keep? Why the past 2 days has been nothing but restarting the floor that we turned off, so then they could come and stay in those rooms. And well, we were scrambling to make sure everything was ready for them. I lost sleep because of them. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of company does this so last minute anyways? Basically, it seems like they had a place, but, they didn't like the place. And so they're being cheap asses about it. And, it's like, thank God, we don't have to have them because they sound like a bad group anyways. But what the fuck? I hate this, and that's why I only got 3 hours of sleep today. Welcome to my life.
I only got 3 hours of sleep because I had to get up and call to make sure that the people who are doing the housing inspection for the mortgage company know that we have coronavirus, or recently had it, and they were like, "Oh, well, in that case, we're just gonna cancel it." And I'm like, "Okay. When should I expect you instead?" And they're like, "No, don't worry about it. Just
don't give it to us.
Just, I guess, stay there and die, and don't
It's
don't kill
very
our
doable.
inspector."
Very doable. Happy to stay here and die all our fucking life.
Yeah, which is it's a net positive, but it's still annoying that there was no way to reach them other than by repeatedly calling them and then finally getting through on the day of the inspection it's supposed to be.
To be fair, you forgot to tell them one time that you were on the phone with them.
That's true.
So don't paint this as, they're completely incompetent. I mean, they have their issues, but...
Well, if I can't blame my own inadequacies on other people's imaginary incompetence, then what kind of American am I?
Okay, random person says watching this on a TV is weird because the screen is so big and I'm used to a tiny screen. Yeah, that's good. So we've got a pretty big. I feel big.
If you wanna feel like you're back to normal, watch this screen instead.
Good. So we've got a pretty decent sized TV downstairs, and every time I watch YouTube or something down there, I always get that sense as well because it's this isn't right. It's supposed to be like iPad screen size or something, right?
Yeah. Totally erasing the fact that for most of my childhood, the biggest TV you could get was only about as big as our computer monitor right now. So most of the TVs that I had access to were the size of an iPad screen, and we played them at couch distance.
Yeah, I remember those days. I remember having a TV basically the size of our computer monitor, and I thought that was a fancy ass TV.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Blair Marie says, Hey, what's up, dude? Red Siren, Inception much? I no longer have the context for that one. Alpha Jess is here.
Oh, it's the screen within a screen within a screen.
Yeah.
And how it infinitely repeats fractally downwards. Not fractally downwards, but, linearly downwards.
Yeah, I thought about getting a loop ready, but then, I had to hunt for food. Because after all of this shit, after sleeping for 3 hours, waking up at 10 o'clock. That's why we're a little late, because I woke up at 10 o'clock and spent like 20 minutes trying to fight my way up. It was such an uphill battle. You won't believe it. Scooter was holding me down. The blanket was holding me down. The comfortability was holding me down. But I made it. I got up at like 10:20, and I am thinking, okay, well, when Tarbrook went to the store today, he couldn't get me tortillas, because the tortillas at the store he was at were fucking expensive. So, okay, I'll have some peanut butter and jelly, because I have bread for peanut butter and jelly. So I thought. So then I pick up the loaf of bread, and, like, our roommate points out, wait, that bread is moldy. And I'm like, fuck no, come on. And I'm like freaking out, because the only other food I've got that's quick and easy is carrots and dip. And that's not quick and easy. That's not gonna fill me up at all. So, and he's all like, well, here, have some not mini wheats, and have a cinnamon roll. And it's like, cool, okay, that'll at least make me survive the night, okay, until I can find some fucking tortillas and eat some carrots. And then he's all like, oh yeah, Tarbrook also got you these tortillas. And it's like, why can't he fucking tell me? Because then I could have just prepped some, like, chicken or something to have some, like, chicken and tortilla, like, sandwiches. That would have been way more easy than having to go through, like, almond milk and fake mini wheats and a cinnamon roll.
Did you just sneak the assertion into there that a burrito is a sandwich?
Okay, fine, burrito. I don't fucking care. Like, I think of it as kind of a sandwich, because normally when you have chicken and what do you call it? Not mozzarella.
Provolone.
Yeah, provolone. Usually sandwich it between two slices of bread, but I'm trying to not do much carb things. Oh, the cinnamon roll is working so well for that. And so I think of it as a kind of sandwich, just because it's like, well, usually I'd have bread here, but no. Dream Gal says, hope your days get better and you'll be able to sleep soon. Yeah, thank you very much. It'll be fine. Like, I might have to nap after this. I don't know. I don't want to nap, because if I nap, then I won't be able to go to bed on the time I'm supposed to go to bed, but we'll see.
I'm gonna burst into flames because I woke up at 9.
Yeah, but this is my stream, so you don't matter that much.
It's okay. I forgive you.
But there's... Fine.
That's one of my favorite jokes.
Evie Teresa says, almost 5 a.m. This or sleep? Take care of yourself. Like, choose yourself over me every single time.
Because remember, the archive will still be here. You just have to remember to look up this channel and click on it and click on the recent videos. So, actually, who are you kidding? You're never going to do that. Nobody does that. Only you and I do. Some
people do. Some people, like, watch it back and leave a random comment, but not that many.
I mean, going to your subscription feed at all and looking at all of the videos posted by recent subscribers. Actually, you know what? We got enough, like, young and regular people who don't remember the way YouTube used to be.
Young and hip kids.
Like, is it all right if I look at your subscription feed?
All the way on. Yeah.
Well, when you click on it here.
No.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so how you get here, you click on this, and then you go to subscriptions, and when you do that, it will reload this page. And then it's just every video in order of, like, front to back, recent to past, of all of the people that you subscribe to, organized by time. All right? So I have a pretty close to 100% watch rate for all of my subscriptions. I know that Mask is obsessive about that stuff, and I know that you at least look at your subscriptions every time you want to look at YouTube.
Yeah, I've got like a 90% watch rate, thereabouts. What the fuck? Cat hair in my Cinnarol.
Hey, Cutter Historical is older than me. I forgot about that.
Yeah. How dare you forget? Yeah, so So do you guys go to your subscription feed?
Yeah.
For shit?
Yeah, let's take a poll. How many people have ever seen their subscription feed? Ever
seen? Okay, that might be a little too weird.
No, I really don't think so. Like, you've... This is a point where, like, because Gray has talked about this. This is a point of difference between us and everyone else in the world. I never knew there was a subscription feed. See?
Oh no! No!
When you this is what normal people are like. See, when you subscribe to someone, that's what it's supposed to do. Back in the day, your subscription feed was the front page. They didn't do the recommended videos when you just clicked on the YouTube name. It would show you your subscriptions always. And I have 240 channels I'm sub to. Wow.
Gosh, I can barely keep up with the handful I'm subscribed to.
I'm subscribed to like maybe 80.
The way I say it makes it sound like I'm only subscribed to 10, which is not true. Random person. Alpha just says, "Hope you're staying safe." Trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like protective equipment and all that, and like working in hotels and cleaning rooms and checking people in and stuff. But yeah, as safe as we can be. I fucking hate wearing masks, and I'm not saying this because I'm one of those people who like actively are trying to protest against doing things that keep people healthy, or like saying that I don't wear masks because I unfortunately do. I'm just a little annoyed with them because if I wear them for long enough, especially doing housekeeping, I end up rather feeling a little bit overheated. Like my face is very warm and moist, and I've been getting so many fucking pimples on my face just because I'm wearing masks.
Yeah, like it's causing your skin to like do weird things, and like so underneath it's changing your face chemically, and then is causing all of the oils and stuff to retain and constantly rub up against your face. And it's a bad time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a small price to pay to keep people alive, but
yeah,
it's just a little annoying and uncomfortable, and every time I take off a mask, I like have to like scratch my face because I haven't been able to touch it.
Well, I vastly prefer my solution to this problem, like because I don't really like wearing a mask either. So what I do instead is I don't leave the house. I do not leave the house, exactly.
And I would do that too, but someone's got to get Scooter's kibble. I'm just saying, Scooter!
Her ears perked when you said her name like that.
Oh, I love you, Scooter, so much, even though you claw my leg. Let's see.
Hey, Evie Teresa is as much of an oldster about YouTube as I am. Yeah, man.
Let's see. 2006. When was I in 6th grade? Because I think I was in 6th grade in, like, 2007-ish? Like, 2000, like, somewhere, yeah, I think around 2007-ish. Like, a person that I, like, hardcore crushed on, mainly for her aesthetic, she
Good night, Dream Gal.
Oh, good night. It's okay, no worries. She told me, like, oh, I watch Fullmetal Alchemist on YouTube. And I was like, cool, what's this YouTube? And I don't ask her about how to find this YouTube. Instead, I type into Google, literally, the letter U and tube. And this pulls up some weird site that wants my phone number. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not going on this. YouTube is a fucking joke. Like, maybe she was able to do this, but I can't. And then, like, that's how it was for the next, like, 2 years. Until I realized, wait, this YouTube thing, there might be something about it.
There might be something to this YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I remember back in the day when you could watch full episodes and full series on YouTube.
I wish I was in those days, because I would have gotten into so much more anime. Like, I could barely get into, like, I did get a little bit into Full Metal Alchemist at the time, but I couldn't really watch a lot of it because it was always on at the worst times at night for me. Like, I couldn't really. I tried to stay awake to watch it at 2 in the morning, but I just couldn't. And my mom would always turn off the DVR, so I couldn't even record it. So, like, I couldn't do that either.
Yep. Rewatching Death Note via YouTube. That was my life on dial-up fucking internet.
I got lucky because when I got into Death Note, my local library had. I feel like it didn't have the entire series, but it had at least most of the L arc.
Egg Mendez says, "Hey Vamp."
Hey, what's up?
Chandra Abib says, "Hey." Are we still talking Degrassi? Yeah, we're just reminiscing while a couple of more people flood in, but I think this is probably the time now.
Yeah, let me just quickly go back over the chat, see if there's anything.
Need to delete some subscriptions because I don't have interest in their channel. Yes,
I've had
totally do
yeah.
that. I will the most frustrating thing is I will stop liking somebody, but I will still watch their videos because I am subscribed to them until I finally snap myself out of it and unsubscribe.
See, once I start to not like someone, then I'll just stop watching their videos until I eventually unsubscribe. Because I can't really do that. Like, if I don't like someone, then I really don't want to, like, it'll just piss me off to have them in my orbit.
Well, because I like the person. It's just that they stopped making videos I care about. Hello, Yan.
Oh, okay. That part is okay. Hello, Yan.
Yeah, like, I'm... The one exception to my 100% watch rate is the Spoony one, weirdly, because, like, he live streams all the time, and I have not watched a single one of his his live streams in the history of ever.
I'm still subscribed to him, too, yeah. Okay. I leave the house by force, or maybe just for money to live. Yeah, I feel you, Alpha. Just like that's the reason why I leave the house. Like,
I mean,
the 2 weeks I was quarantined were great.
You say that as though leaving the house because you need money to live is not a form of force. That is coercion.
Yeah, basically. Degrassi is life. Yes, it is.
All right, we're starting to get some Degrassi questions in, but I want to address this Twilight Moon thing. Let's see. List of favorite anime. You should make a Mal account. I should make a Mal account.
Yeah, wouldn't it be lovely?
Then
you can show the world how, like, all the anime that you watched.
Like, click on this tab.
Yeah, and get that off my fucking, out of my fucking browser, yo.
What is this?
You had me, leave that open so you could watch it.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my phone, and I am going to write down the name of it. That way I can watch it later.
And so I can actually close this.
Lou Over the Wall. Okay.
Oof, I think I see some blackface.
Where?
In the corner here.
No, that's just a tan dude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah. There's
sure
tan
about that.
people in anime.
Oh, crap. I meant to look at this before our next,
What is this?
So there's this person who I watch called Lumiere. Well, I haven't gotten too much into their stuff, but, I'm trying to get into the Lumiere,
Loveru, yes.
No, shut up. And they use this on their Twitch live streams where it basically, as you're talking, it will caption your videos. And Faith, who is part of our Discord and, has been a fan from, day one, basically.
Notable fan and friend of the show.
Has really gotten me thinking about being more accessible, especially to, people with different disabilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about a good way to, when I saw them using this, I thought this might be a good way to caption the video in real time, so then people who are watching in real time can actually follow along without having to wait for YouTube's auto caption or whatever, which is also bad anyways.
Yes, the auto caption is bad anyway. Anyway,
yeah. Okay. So,
let's get on that Degrassi.
Riley and Fiona friendship should have been a thing instead of ending at their relationship. Not a hot take, but it's my take. It would have been nice, but I think Riley really fucked it up. Like, it would have been nice. I just don't think at the time. You want it?
Can I have it?
Okay, fine.
Well,
it's all yours.
Do you want it?
Nah, I think I'm probably fine. Okay.
Cinnamon roll, by the way. And the core of a cinnamon roll.
I don't think Fiona was really in the position to forgive him. Like, she was probably fine enough to be okay with him, like, by the end of the show. But it just... She wasn't going to just take lightly the things that Riley did to her. Like, in his panic to, please his internal homophobia. Let's see. Also, I'm using this to distract from my really bad day, lols. Hey,
sympathy, bro.
Yeah, sympathy, and do what you gotta do. Like, sometimes distraction doesn't solve the problem itself, but it sure helps you, like, get through the moment. So, like, no hate at all. Twilight Moon says, I didn't know this existed. I'm not sure.
The subscription feed, probably. Or my anime list.
Yeah.
Actually.
By that point, we were talking about my anime list. Yeah, my anime list is really cool, especially if you, like, want a good way to keep track of the things that you've seen and then the things you're watching and the things that you actually kind of fucking hated. Random person, the screen went from black to bright white and it scared me. Oops.
Well, I was going to click back over to Mal and, like,
it's
show your
dead.
Mal, but yeah, it's gone.
I used to use my anime list, but then I realized I didn't watch many animes. That's okay.
Yeah, you're allowed to, like, do that.
Alf just says, Degrassi, Final Destination. If you could save JT, but someone had to die in his place, who would you choose? Only stipulation is the person who dies has to be main character, not background. Him. Well,
Heather St. Clair.
she's not a main character. She is literally the definition of background.
Every single time. Do you know what happened when I tried to think of Heather St. Clair?
What'd you do?
The only name that I could pull out of my head was Tabitha St. Germain.
I don't know why, but there you go. I don't know who I'd pick. Like, I don't know who I'd have die. Like,
Who would you trade for JT?
Like, my first thought is, like, maybe Toby, but I don't want to give up the actual, like, interesting things that we got from Toby in season 7. Like, yeah, he wasn't around on the show much for whatever reason, but I don't want to give that up. I don't know. I say JT deserved that stab in the back, I guess.
Ooh.
No. I don't think he deserved it, but I think he's gonna have to die. That's all I'm saying. Egg Mendes says Emma.
Turns out JT is at the bottom of your list. Okay.
Well, I did make a Degrassi tier list, but JT's not at the bottom.
Do they have to be concurrent to JT's class?
Probably at least around in season 6, or like plausibly around in season 6.
That's further than I've seen. Okay.
Yeah. It looks like Andrea Lewis's new video with Christina Schmidt about the highs and lows of Degrassi led to some more attention discussion around your Elephant in the Room video. Yeah, like, and even just before that, Carrie of Degrassi Corner also plugged my video talking about Degrassi and race issues, so that also gave it a bump, and oh boy, that video. I'm gonna have to talk about the video Andrea Lewis and Christina Schmidt did. I'm gonna have to talk about it.
Is that a hot take?
No, it's not a hot take. It's a sad take.
Shots across the bow. Taking someone down.
Yeah, taking my Degrassi down.
What?
You don't even know.
No, I literally don't know.
You don't even
know. I have no context into what happened.
Degrassi might have done bads, and it's sad.
Twilight Moon says, shouldn't have killed Adam.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, we're further back up than that? Yeah. Adam was such a great character, they shouldn't have made him die.
He was a great character, but the actress who played Adam really wanted off the show. And I think I don't mind that they ended up killing Adam instead of sending off to Degrassi, Vortex, high school, whatever. Cause
it's not even the worst way they could have ended his character.
Cause I think I really like the idea and the true fact about life that death doesn't decide to only take certain people. Death can come anywhere. I don't like how I don't.
You mean to say death doesn't discriminate?
It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. Yeah, basically, yeah. Because I don't really like how those episodes were performed, mainly because I have more of an issue with the writing. But overall, I think it was a good message to send that even someone as great as Adam can make dumb decisions and end up losing his life over it. That's something we all have to reconcile, because frankly, a lot of us think we're just immortal, that we can't be the one who dies in a car crash, the one you hear on the news from something like that. You always think that you have some sort of main character plot armor when that's just not true, and that's just not true for Adam either. So I think it's a little more, it's more effective to do something like that instead of just make him disappear.
I mean, speaking of making him disappear, it's not the worst possible way they could have written him off the show. It could have been hey guys, I want off the show, and they're like, okay, your character is going to conversion therapy.
Oh shit.
And then you're just never heard from again.
Riley tries conversion therapy.
Really?
He gets mad that it doesn't work. I mean, his main reaction to everything is get mad anyways, but makes sense why Adam was killed off, considering next step involved his character's transition, and the actress just didn't want to be on the show anymore. She had other things she wanted to do.
In a lot of cases, the explanation comes from the real world and not from the show.
Ian says, I'd pick Peter, TBH. Never really liked him. I liked where he was going. I liked the journey he went on to actually become a pretty decent good dude. I think me, Degrassi Corner, and one other person on Twitter are the only people who liked Peter. And you know what? That's okay, I guess. I hate how people say what happened with Casey, Jenna, Claire love triangle means that Jenna deserved what Casey did to her. They are completely different things. They are completely different things. You don't punish someone with pregnancy. That's total bullshit. They're completely separate things. They were just, yeah, Jenna moving in on Casey while he was dating Claire, that was a pretty shitty move. Okay, but that doesn't mean she deserved to get pregnant, basically have her life derailed, and then end up in such a stressful situation with Casey playing around Marisol after hours and not spending time on his family, causing them to give up the baby. That's not something you wish on anyone, okay? Claire, at the end of the day, boyfriend stealing, that's something you can get over. But pregnancy and failed parenthood, that's something that has lasting effects. Not just on the people involved, but the child. Why does the kid have to bear the cross of the parents? That's total fucking bullshit and, so last century thinking.
Okay, so I don't know these characters. Is Casey Cartman?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because the ridiculous overreaction of disproportionate retribution type thing is a very Cartman move.
No, like Casey didn't get get Jenna pregnant on purpose. He was just being a dumb kid. Like, well, he was being a dumb person. Like, a lot of people tend to when they have unprotected sex. I
feel like if he explained himself and communicated, which he definitely was at the end of the point by the series, they could have been friends, or maybe considering that Anya was the best friend, maybe.
Maybe like I think he definitely could have saved his friend, being on good terms at all with Fiona if he was able to communicate. But the thing was that he couldn't communicate, especially because communicating would have involved being honest with himself that he was gay, and that wasn't going to come around for quite a long time after that. Like, he wouldn't have had to be honest with just Fiona. He would have had to been honest with himself. And that was one of the biggest barriers to, him being happy and being able to be in a functional relationship at all. Like he was lucky that Anya was not only understanding, but didn't end up as feeling the brunt of Riley's lashing out at himself and his inner feelings. But Fiona did, and so did Zane. And it's a miracle that Zane stuck around as long as he did for Riley, considering all the things that Riley put him through. And it's no shame on Fiona for not wanting to go through all that, because no, she shouldn't have to.
Lots of people in the chat want to kill Ashley, and Alfredus says
no.
Kill Craig.
Yeah, I'll kill Craig before I kill Ashley. I wouldn't kill characters, but I'm probably one of the only people who fucking like Ashley, and I will go to bat for her, man.
I totally thought you were going to say I would go to bed with her, and I'm like, that's incongruent with your character.
I don't even what. No. I'll go to bat for Ashley, because Ashley, pretty alright. People get annoyed with her, but I think they don't really see the beauty underneath.
Egg Mendez says wants to keep Toblerone because he's the only outwardly and visible Jewish character on the show.
True.
I can jive with that. Evie Teresa says, was Johnny enough of a main character to kill? All right.
I mean, he did have his own plot. Oh, I think we scrolled too much because we skipped.
Oh, that suddenly jumped. There we go.
I mean, I don't think he was main enough character. A little bit more with him than he could have been, but he tended to be more just there for Allie and other people. Except for, the one episode where he did actually get to do something on his own, involving Bruce the Moose, but,
Other people like AJ?
What?
Allie and AJ?
Oh, that's not a dated reference.
I didn't even watch that show. That was after my time, and it's also old.
Okay, I don't know what Twilight Moon's...
Twilight Moon says something about Teresa.
Oh, Tor's family moved somewhere else and said, yeah, but then you'd lose Drew as well, so that'd be a massive loss. And then also, where's Dallas gonna room? Yeah, it just mess everything up. Hey, B Crunch, what's up?
Bravo, Charlie Runch.
Yan says, JT didn't deserve it, but he was the person that would have had the biggest impact on the students. Oh, definitely, especially because he was the class clown. And also one of the originals. You don't think someone like that can actually be killed off. It's major.
Emma had too many. Do you think Emma had too many storylines throughout her course on the show?
No.
Oh, even though she is the, in quotes, main character, Hazel or Liberty could have had the anorexia storyline. But that's just me.
They could have, but I think they went with Emma because Miriam McDonald, the person who played Emma, actually did live through an eating disorder, in the early years of Degrassi. So it made sense to go for her. even still, I definitely think that Hazel needed more storylines. Like, she needed more to do than be Liberty's sidekick and Jimmy's girlfriend for, like, most of the seasons.
People who stayed...
One with too many storylines, to be clear, no. No, see, I actively fight against this idea that characters have too many storylines. Because, you know, some people's lives are just way more interesting than other people's. And, like, I feel like saying that, oh, they have too many storylines is, like, basically trying to say that the storylines were also bad. But I don't feel like they're bad. Like, some, of course, were more interesting than others, but I don't mind them at all. Like, I find myself getting, like, caught up in whatever's going on with them.
Yeah, and a part of that is also the, like, some people's lives don't get interesting for a long time. There's some people who stay boring until they're 40.
Yeah, like, which I think Toby kind of falls into that category. Except for the fact that he did host, like, as of season 9, though, or was it 8? I don't know. One of them. I think, no, season 8, I believe. He was hosting a robot battle competition. So that's pretty based.
BattleBots.
Yeah.
And then he went on to intern for the Mythbusters.
Probably. I won't be surprised.
Something.
Let's see. I stayed because I heard my username mentioned. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, let's see. All right, we got to blast through a bunch of these.
I liked Peter for all of him when he was bad and good. I can appreciate that. Why does Maya get so much hate? I get the feeling that she's the next coming of Emma, but she had a good character. So,
I have like utterly disconnected from the fandom and most of Next Generation through Next Class. I immediately drew the line between
wrong Maya,
like connection between Maya and Emma. Definitely filling similar roles.
Like, they do fill similar roles because, you know, they're someone who ended up in a ton of episodes and getting a lot of focused plot lines. I think Maya gets a lot of hate because, like, her personality is very annoying to a lot of people. Especially because, you know, like, she often butt into other people's business. But I have a whole fucking video about this. Basically, people don't get Maya. One, they think she has no flaws, which is absolutely untrue. Then they think she has too many flaws, which... What? And then, like, people aren't perfect, so no. And then, like, people also get annoyed with how she butts into other characters' lives. But the thing is, she has an anxiety disorder. And you know what caused it? Fucking Cam's suicide, because she feels like if she would have done something, about the warning signs instead of just, like, you know, trusting that it would all blow over, then maybe Cam would still be alive. I mean, there's a reason why when Miles seemed to be going off the rails to her, that she kept seeing him, like, doing the same thing that Cam did to break his fucking arm. Like, she's fucking damaged, dude. And she carries that with her throughout, like, the rest of the series in some way or another. Be it through anxiety or depression. She feels like she has to actively do something to make her friends' lives better and keep them alive. Whether that be by intervening or not being there. Because she then, like that then turns into feeling like, well, my existence gets people killed and injured. Like, people just don't get Maya. I think, and I'm pretty sure that's why they hate her. They don't understand.
How do you feel about Rick coming back to Degrassi after the situation with Terry? Did it feel plausible to you?
Yeah, it felt plausible. Like, it was an obviously bad move, and I'm not entirely sure why Rick didn't back out when... Well, no, he probably didn't, like, decide to leave after everyone started bullying him because he thought, you know, well, Emma's kind of being friendly with me, so maybe there's hope. Like...
Did Degrassi ever do a nice guy story?
They've had people do nice guy things.
But not since nice guy became a thing.
I don't think so.
So what you're saying is there's an open spot.
But I'm not really sure why the parents let him come back. Like, I mean, they're generally disconnected from his life, they seem, anyways. So maybe that's why. But it felt plausible enough to me. Found Maya super relatable, especially with your next class storylines. Yeah. Hello as well. Like, hello to you too, Bruce Badiri. What's up? Let's see. I feel like Troy had a role in Peter ending up with a creep in his debut. Who's Troy? Like, is that Peter's dad?
You've forgotten a character on Degrassi?
Oh gosh. Okay, here, hold on. I need to get the flogger out. Let's see.
Nine Tails.
The episode about Craig's abuse with his father is the saddest episode for me, especially since I survived abuse at home as a teenager.
Close to home.
Yeah, unfortunately the close to home ones really get to you. Like, I hope you're in a better situation, dude. Peter's dad seemed to not want Peter around, as evidenced by not letting Peter move in after Hot Sauce went to Saskatchewan. She went to Regina. Not Saskatchewan might be the province name. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, Regina is in Saskatchewan.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay. Well, yeah, like, from day one, Peter's dad has just been shown to be a shitty father. I mean, again, my favorite Peter-related storyline was him, learning that he has to be his baby half-sister's advocate because he knows the life that she's going to have with his dad. And he saw the signs, like, of him doing the same things that he had done to Peter to her. Like, now to her, like, even as a baby, starting to show. So, and him having to see her not as a problem or a hindrance, but more like this is his chance to give someone like him more love than he got from his dad. His dad is just shit. Especially when his dad was coming upstairs to the golf club. Oh gosh, yeah. How do you feel about about Ben Dallas? I like them. Like, I think they got together at the perfect time because they both had grown as characters, especially Dallas. Like, I would have been a little annoyed if Allie would have actually gone with Dallas, like, in season 11, or was it 12? A little annoyed if she got with him then because he still had quite a bit of growing up to do. Like, he not only had to learn not to bully people to death, but also how to be a decent person and a good father. Because it was only after Cam's death that he decided to actually take a role in his son's life. Like, Dallas did a lot of growing up to the point where he was able to be there for Allie, even not even in a romantic way, when she was going through trying to get away from Leo. And then, like, being in a position where he can let her have closure and confront him for once and for all. Like, that Mike Dallas could not have done that in season 12. He had a lot to go through first.
Gonna throw a question out to the chat because more questions keep filing in at slightly faster than the rate that we can answer them.
Yeah.
Do you want to get to... Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Do you want to hold questions for now, finish what we have, and then do some Degrassi hot takes and then come back to questions? Now, and that's a question for the chat, by the way. Like, you guys decide amongst yourselves if you think that would be better that you get the thing that you actually came here for. Yeah. Or if you're liking this better than what we promised.
Well, basically, like the idea of the stream was they give me hot takes and I respond to them.
Oh, I thought you were getting people hot taking at you on Twitter.
No. Oh, I wasn't soliciting that. It was more like, come here, tell me your hot takes, and we'll go. But yeah, let's try to catch up, though. Anyways.
Well, fuck me, then.
Yeah, fuck you, then. Amber says, hi, hey, what's up, how you doing? Andrea Lewis said that the writers had storylines for Hazel that they gave to another girl in season 6. What do you think those storylines were? I have no fucking clue. I can't even start to, like, wonder. Why was Claire popular then? I'm not sure what you're responding to.
Because we are so very far removed from the actual chat stream.
Yeah, I also wish Hazel got more development. Like, that would have been interesting. What do you think of the friendship between Grace and Zoe? I think it was pretty good, and I'm glad that Grace and Zoe were able to become friends after the shit that Zoe pulled. Like, I really liked it. It was a good. Which intro was your favorite? Mine is season 6, even though Toby and Ashley weren't in the intro. Really? Oh, wait, season 6... Hold on.
You gonna copyright claim us?
No, I'm just gonna, like, look at it and, like, I just want to confirm, like, 1 second of thing. Degrassi official YouTube channel where you can watch basically most of the Degrassis. Okay.
Most of the Degrassis.
I want to go to playlists. Make it easier. Ugh, no. I don't like this.
I
don't like the
You mean the Animorphs intro, but it's Degrassi instead?
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the season 6 intro. Ugh, yeah. It was too like teen drama show, like teen drama show of the time. Basically,
It looked like it was it looked like the OP for something that was on MTV. It looked like the opening of Jersey Shore.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Degrassi was shown on MTV in the US at least. But
I mean, MTV is owned by the same network that owns the N.
Oh, cool. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, it just gives me season 13 and 14 vibes, which is, they're not a good thing. I think my favorite opening would have to be, I like all the openings in, like, the season 10 through 12 era. Those were good. Other than that, like, I guess, like, seasons 3 through 4 were pretty decent openings, but I think my favorites will always be, like, 10 through 12. Did they have the same? Oh no, they did have different openings. Seasons 8, season 9 was okay opening, but yeah. Okay, where are we? Oh, we're here. Okay, this is more of a question. Could Cam go back home indefinitely to get better once he felt like he was at the point of no return? I know for storyline purpose he didn't. Like, technically he could, but when you're in that mindset, options don't weigh the same. Like, things that are obvious to us aren't as obvious when your brain's on depression. And at the point that Cam was at, the only thing that seemed reasonable to him was disappearing. Because everything he seemed to try only brought him back to being depressed. I'm not saying that that's the only option he had, but I'm saying that Cam definitely saw things differently, and that's kind of all that mattered at the end of the day. Because he wasn't really seeking help to, like, intervene on the path that he was going down, and no one really knew how serious things were, like, for real. And 2, why was Tori there and then leave to get replaced to Zoe or something? I think what the actress said was, by the end of season 12, she was ready to move on to something else. So, of course, they couldn't keep writing storylines for Tori if the actress for Tori couldn't be there.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Tori will be played. The part of Tori will be played by Zoe Rivas.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you started, it's like, oh yes, please. Do you think the bullying of Rick went a bit too far? I don't like citizen like crowd justice. Like, it definitely went too far. I don't know how far, because I can't really make these kind of judgments. Like, it's hard because I know why people did it. And, like, I know, like, that at a certain point, like, it became more just, like, sadistic torture rather than retribution. I don't know what point it went too far, but it definitely did.
As somebody who's generally an advocate for mob justice, I would like to watch through all the way up to that storyline and give my take on when I think they crossed the line.
We can totally do that.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what the problem is, though? The next episode we have to watch, like, you know, to continue our watching of Degrassi is...
Oh, we have to start that whole season over.
Okay. Well, fuck. Now I gotta restart with Craig again, getting abused.
Craig.
That I don't know what's worse. Is it the episode Shout, or is it When Doves Cry? I don't know. They both suck to watch.
Is Shout the one after Twist?
No, shut up.
2-part episode, Twist and Shout.
No. Don't. Like, you don't know why yet, but don't make that joke. Speaking of Claire, fun fact, the actress Aislinn Paul couldn't ride a bike. Anytime Claire had to ride a bike on screen, Oh, that's fascinating! Oh, wow! Thank you for telling me that. That's interesting.
I will never unsee that. Thank you. Like, I'm very glad for this.
Yeah, I hope I don't unsee that, because that is so fucking cool.
I want to think about that every single time that I see Claire near a bicycle, or a bicycle in Degrassi whatsoever. I'll think to myself, Claire can't ride a bicycle.
I found it interesting that all 3 female protagonists of the show, I'm wondering why I got so much hate from the fandom. Well, yeah, because, like... Okay, so I'm against the idea that, they're protagonists. Like... They get a lot more focus, but that, like... Protagonist does not mean necessarily, like, main character. Like,
and main character doesn't mean perspective character.
Yeah, like... I just hate that, like, nomenclature of it. But... Yeah, they get so much hate, I guess, because, like, they get so much attention put on them. I mean, look at Craig. He's one of the most hated guy characters for, like, just for the sheer fact of how often he was used in, like, seasons 3 and 4. Like, he was all over the place, and people hate him for that reason. Toby and Holly J should have been together in season 7. At least Toby shouldn't have gone together with his dead best friend's girlfriend. I'm a little conflicted on getting together with dead friend's girlfriend. But Toby and Holly J should not have gone together in season 7. Holly J was too up her own ass to actually do anything with Toby. Like, it very much would turn into a Riley situation where she's too embarrassed, like, to be seen with him. Like, yeah, she cleared it to where, okay, like, she's cool with her friends, but, like, actually dating him, that'd be, like, probably a bridge too far. So, like, she'd have him, like, sneaking around, like, basically being her boyfriend only in, like, dark alleyways or something. And Toby wasn't gonna put up with any of that shit. He'd been on the show for 7 goddamn seasons, okay? He's tired of high school bullshit. He just wants to graduate and get the fuck out of this place.
Wait a minute. JT got cucked from beyond the grave?
I mean, for a very short while until Liberty was like, fuck this.
I just wanted to say the phrase cucked from beyond the grave.
Yeah, sounds like you. As a teen, I was like Yael. I was basically asexual because most of the girls who went to school with me were easy. I don't think I understand?
Yeah, that gets called out later on in the chat. I was reading down further.
Yael identified as genderqueer and was attracted to males. Like, yeah, I don't get what you're trying to say, because Yael wasn't asexual. Yael was very much into Hunter. Like, are you saying that Yael was asexual because they never had sex with Hunter? If so, like, I'll point you guys to my many videos about asexuality. Asexuality isn't about the lack of having sex. It's about, like, not feeling sexual attraction. And, yeah, Yael, like, I think the proper term, like, the most broad way to describe Yael is that they're non-binary. Probably more specifically agender, but, the phrases that they use to describe Yael aren't quite accurate because they're not, like, they are gender queer. I think at one point they might have said that they're gender fluid, which isn't the case because they don't, like, go between genders. It's more like just lacking a gender, like being a none of the above, it seems to me, which is very different from being asexual. And it's not, you're also not asexual because, like, you don't like the pick of the crop, I guess, to put it in a weird way. Like, you don't choose to be asexual. Again, asexuality isn't celibacy. Like, dude, I was born this way, and if I could turn it off, like, I'm like, I've tried to turn it off and it doesn't work. It doesn't do that.
All these restaurants look like shit. I guess that means I'm not starving.
Right. Vamp, there was a Reddit post a few days ago about why Rick was allowed to come back after hurting Terry. I think it explains why he was back plausibly. I didn't read it. I don't follow the Degrassi subreddit very closely, especially because I tend to get more pissed off than anything at the stuff posted there, because I feel like a lot of the stuff I see just doesn't really understand the show, or focuses on like only focuses on like a small aspect of the show instead of talking about other things that I'm more interested in. Basically, they're not really my people.
Don't you know you gotta follow rage bait? Read what makes
Holy
you mad.
Shit. Every time I do this. Every fucking time I do this. Okay. I do wish Toby got stories with Kendra, though. Yeah, it would have been nice. I have not watched Next Class, but I've watched Next Generation. I recommend you watch Next Class, especially if you've seen seasons 13 and 14 and 12 and such. Like, I highly recommend it. Like, they're short, and they have their criticisms, but they are good. They do good with what they have. I didn't want to date anyone in my teen years. Like, that's fine. It's still not quite being asexual. Like, dating, like, you can date as an asexual. Like, I've had surprisingly quite a few relationships, and like some very intense relationships, and I'm just as asexual as I was in middle school.
That makes it sound like you had a lot of really intense relationships in middle school.
Yeah, it's true. The only relationship I had in middle school was more like a long distance one.
Lives in Canada?
No, went to the school, like...
Went to a different school.
No, like, literally went to a different school because as I was going into 7th grade, they opened up a new middle school in our town, so he went to one and I went to the other. Like, literally true.
You got cucked by redistricting.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that happened. Where am I?
You can't trust the system, man.
I bet even when Troy and Daphne were together, Troy was like a dad. Well, probably. I mean, there are reasons why Daphne, aka Miss Hotslot, goes, dumped him, so. They got divorced, so, yeah. Kenny M says, "Hey, how are you today? It's been a day, but I'm alive, so that's all that counts. Do you feel the Mr. Yates and Tristan storyline ended well? Because I personally feel like it was rushed and not finished well." I mean, how do you finish it well? It's an obviously predatory teacher, like, using and abusing a high school student. Like, there's no way that can end well. And Tristan wasn't going to end it anytime soon because he was under the impression that he and Mr. Yates had something healthy and worth desiring. The only way to end it well is for someone to intervene and put a stop to it, because Mr. Yates wasn't gonna do that. He's not like he's not like anywhere as decent as, like, he didn't treat Tristan like Mr. Oleander treated Paige, like, for the most part, where he treated her more like a person. Like, instead, Tristan was just fuckable to Mr. Yates, and that's all that mattered. Like, how Mr. Yates pressured Tristan to, like, push his boundaries, and, it's not okay. Like, there is no ending well with that. Like, it had to be rushed and end the way it did, because going any further was only going to be a world of hate for Tristan. Like, thank God it ended where it did.
I can think of a way that you could have ended it well. Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs?
I have not. I've been meaning to get around to it, but I don't know if I ever will.
It would be just like the most perfect capstone to that storyline with Tristan if it ended with Tristan wearing Mr. Yates' skin.
I mean, yeah, but that would have been only after a lot of hurt. So maybe Tristan's better off for the way.
Oh, Tristan is definitely better off for the way things went. Yeah, totally. But like ended well. Like it depends on what kind of movies you like, you know.
Yeah. Miles II was a crappy dad. Assuming that Mr. Hollingsworth's name was Miles, yeah, he was a crappy dad. Sure, yeah, sure, I'm fine. What? What's happening?
Something's happening.
What it is ain't exactly clear.
Find it ironic that Miles II was a jerk due to his actor's other role. Talk about that.
Like, basically, he was on another show, I think Life with Derek or something. Some other Canadian, teen show where he's
Derek was Canadian?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Like, he was on some other teen show, with other Degrassi people, and he was actually a pretty decent person in that show. Who is Hazel? Big fucking oof. Basically watched Degrassi Next Generation seasons 1 through 5. She's the girl who unfortunately ends up as Paige's sidekick and basically only known for Paige's sidekick and Jimmy's girlfriend for the most part. Also, she's the girl who had that storyline about being a Muslim and also having to deal with her fear of being bullied, prejudiced against in school, and so she took it out on another Muslim person. Okay, do you think Mia Jones was immature? I mean, yeah. I mean, being a mom doesn't make you mature, sagely wise, and grown up. Like Mia was a lot more mature than other characters in some ways, but still had a lot of growing up to do in other ways. She was still learning how to be a person, even while trying to be a mom. Ziggy J says, hey, what's up?
Hey, Ziggy J.
The girl Spoon tried to get Marco Aska on a date. What? I mean, yeah, she was, but she did other things too. Ignoring the obvious, better hypothetical couple, Jimmy and Ellie or Marco and Ellie? Well, Marco and Ellie. Even as platonic friends, I'm still gonna go for Marco and Ellie. Even as platonic friends, they were attached at the hip. They couldn't really, they were just so good together. Yeah, they did kind of get a little too codependent on each other to the point where they had sex, at the end of their run on the show just to, stay together. But I think they could have been a really good couple if, they could happen. Drake's video for a song I'm Upset was all Degrassi. Yeah, I actually did a video about it way long ago, basically saying, I don't know this hip-hop rap stuff, but I'ma put my 2 cents into, the silliness anyways.
I don't know about all of this popular music that these kids are listening to these days.
Yeah. I'm not really into Drake's music. Marco, even though he was gay and using her, their relationship was enforced her and Jimmy. He wasn't you. Okay, he did use her. Okay, what?
One of the greatest bops of the last 10 years is the mashup of Hotline Bling with the Wii Shop channel. It's just the perfect match. It's a match made in heaven. It's like Oreos.
So perfect, I've never heard of it.
You're probably also not nostalgic for the Wii Shop channel.
Yeah. How about Jimmy and Liberty? No, I don't see it.
But then you get a great, great couple named Gibberty.
Ew.
Oh, and they could get married and have kids, and they could call them Giblets.
Oh, shut up. No.
Giblets.
Just no.
Giblet.
No. I really want to learn how to play Degrassi theme on ukulele or guitar, maybe both. I'm too lazy right now to find the version of the theme song that I like. Plus, it's almost midnight. Well, make sure to do that when it's not almost midnight, because if you let laziness get to you, it won't happen.
Don't let your dreams stay dreams.
Yes. Don't dream it, be it. Don't just dream it, be it.
You can't have a nightmare if you never dream.
Oof. Which is your favorite generation? Mine is the first, even though my favorite character is in the last generation, Miles. Oh, cool. Yeah, I like Miles too. I'm super fucking biased, and I hate this about me, but, like, I can't help it. I'm gonna have to say, like, you know, like, for the most part, the Claire generation, like, seasons 10 through 12, I grew up on that shit. They're always gonna hold a special place in my heart. And, like, I like most of the I like all the generations, like, for their own merits. Like, the Jane, Jane's class, but they ended up on a more, in a more unfortunate part of the show. But seasons 10 through 12, like, again, I grew up on it, so it's always gonna hold a special place in my heart, and just by nostalgia factor, be elevated above the others. I mean, it also helps that it has some of the best fucking writing in the show, too, so.
So I'm now mentally going to think of the next class crew as Degrassi the Last Generation until they make another one.
Oh, don't, no.
High School, the Final Frontier.
Okay. No.
Man, with the kinds of jokes that I'm making, I'm amazed that more people in the chat don't hate me.
I made a joke about how Canada's health system was so great, it allowed Jimmy to walk again. I made a joke in my video about Drake's music video that Canada's health system is so great that allowed Rick to live again. Not to one up you, but like I did that. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, I didn't jump. Selly over Sema, and the mini Degrassi gave us was fan service hot take. I don't think I saw it. I don't think I saw the mini, so I can't really comment on that. But Selly over Emma, 10 out of 10. Much agree. My favorite couple was Rasha and Zoe. Yeah, they were really good. I would have really liked to see more of them. I would like to see more of Rasha, but, you know.
Oh, boy. This is where we get the comment, TBH, the students had other reasoning for their mob justice. That means that comment was made when I said I was in favor of mob justice. We are so far back in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, they did, they did feel like the school wasn't doing anything because they did go to the school first, but even still, it still crossed the line eventually. Let's just say that I was upset about how long the bullying happened after it was apparent Rick wasn't going anywhere, but Rick did screw himself over with doing retaliation. I mean, people don't relent. They'll keep going, especially if they're enjoying it. And especially if they think that someone deserves it.
Yep.
Did you know Degrassi is an Italian last name and it means fat? I did not. That's interesting. I actually feel the opposite with Craig in that people tend to justify his actions way too much. I mean, I think they do both. They at once hate him for, being all over the place during his run on the show. And then they basically excuse the things he does because of his bipolar disorder, which is also pretty shitty. Yeah, Holly J wouldn't have treated Toby right. She would not have. Toby does not deserve Holly J during season 7. What do you think of the Crelly storyline? Also, what are some of your favorite ships? Crelly, who?
Craig Ellie?
Oh, yeah. Some of them were fine, but I do agree with the criticism that Ellie was basically just turned into, just turned into a boy crazy girl, for the rest of her run on the show. She didn't get to do much other than worry about love and the men in her life. Like, yeah, like, relationships and shit, and, like, they do take a lot of your mental focus and often are some of the most, like, a lot of the interesting things you do when you're young and stuff, but Ellie had more going on for her. Like, she wasn't just a romantic interest, I don't think. So I think it was, like, okay, you can consider her storyline with her mom resolved. Okay, they're one big happy family, kumbaya or whatever. Like, she can do more. Like, what else is Ellie? She's not just a daughter of a damaged woman and a soldier and also someone who dates other characters. There's more to her. They did Ellie dirty. What are my favorite ships? What are my favorite ships? Oh, I know I've got some. Well, Connor and Jenna. I'm always gonna stand Connor and Jenna.
All right, the chat is moving way too fast. Okay. So
yeah, I'll move on. Like, Connor and Jenna are the first ones I can think of. Do you think that Holly J's character development too fast and unrealistic? No. I think I think her development was pretty gradual, but it was more in the background when she was really changing, because basically all we could see of her was just putting her nose to the grindstone and having to give up the things that she enjoyed. Like, I feel like it was pre-realistic, TBH. Craig did get past this a lot, but some things are okay. Like Cook's storyline. Yeah, that was fine enough. Wasn't Connor asexual in a way? I am of the opinion that Connor is very asexual. Like, I made a whole video about it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Connor is asexual.
How do you feel about the Craig, Ashley, Manny love triangle from season 3? Why didn't Joey warn Craig about the triangle, as he was in one from School's Out?
I mean, Joey didn't have a reason to. Like, I'm pretty sure Joey didn't know that Craig was dating 2 girls at once. So, what point was there to, like, air this dirty laundry?
Now listen.
Especially because it didn't end up very well for Joey.
Now listen, adopted son. Don't like lie and play 2 girls at once. It ruined my life previously.
Yeah.
I recovered, but I mean, it took a long time.
As for Craig, Ashley, Manny love triangle, Craig did Ashley and Manny very dirty. Yes, Manny helped instigate it by going after a man she knew was taken, but she also didn't deserve to be lied to. Like, it wasn't right for Craig to lie to Manny, thinking that, like, telling her that he broke up with Ashley and that she's the only one for him. No. And Ashley very much got the shit end of the stick in this. Hunter had lost any sexual attraction. What? Oh. No, Hunter, like, still was into Yael. Like, his problem was more that he didn't know what being into Yael made him. Like, his understanding of sexuality is that he's into girls. But if he's into someone who's not a girl and who's actually non-binary, then what does that make him? That was one of the biggest problems he had after Yael came out. Not so much that Yael was, like, non-binary, but more the question of what it made him. Like, and no one was addressing that. Like, again, I've made videos about this. Mm-hmm. No one was addressing that, and so that's why he couldn't really get over the fact that Yael wasn't a girl.
Not to 100% slap down people like Hunter, but, like, what it makes you is purely a matter of, like, labeling things. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like, it would only matter to you if you were looking for a label to tell you how to act, which is a stupid way to live your life. It
is. Like, thinking back, when I had my first and only girlfriend, I never really thought about what it made me, because I knew I was still into guys. But I also knew that I was also into this girl, especially as she was my best friend in the world. Like, I'm like, it was like, okay, it's like, I guess I'm bi, I don't know, whatever, I'm just doing what feels right. It's so much more freeing to go with that instead of being like, instead of freaking out about labels. Like, instead of worrying about, like, how to define yourself, just discover it instead of, like, holding yourself to what you think you should be defined as. Or panicking when there's no clear word to describe you. Wait, those I listed weren't okay. I meant...
Yeah, we understood.
Yeah. What's
good?
Hey, Paige, what's up? And I very much relate with her before last season. She felt like a badass. Kinda I think you're talking about Yell, so you're kind of misgendering them. And, like, Yell's still badass and gamer, just not a girl. Mark Lowell says I'm bi gender. Cool. And I feel like that too. And she said, fuck the rules, like, just because she's a girl, it doesn't... Oh, well, yeah, like, Yell was always like that. Yeah, like, that was pretty cool. Joey warned him after it blew up in Craig's face, kind of like putting a sign after someone gets hurt. Well, I mean, again, he didn't know that he had to tell Craig that. Like, in Joey's eyes, it was very much like that one time where I royally screwed up something good. And, you know, something that he kind of probably wants to move forward from, especially considering now he's friends with Caitlyn again. Like, he doesn't want to bring up the past. And, like, I'm sure if he knew what was going on with Craig and the shit he was doing to Manny and Ashley, he would have, like, said something. But since he didn't know beforehand, he couldn't warn Craig. Yell's my favorite character. I don't know if Yell's my favorite character, but I like them a lot.
Wish you read the current chat instead, or I don't know. Well, it's because we keep answering questions super in depth. Do you want to do a lightning round of like one sentence responses to a bunch of stuff?
I can try.
It seems like it's not in your nature to even be able to do that.
Well, yeah, it's not, because I want to make sure that I'm communicating what I mean. And as for pronouns, I mean, she and they're okay. Honestly, no pronouns are pretty based.
Pronouns? You mean no nouns?
Yes. He told Teresa's story after Craig got dumped. Yeah, I know. Damn, that sex vamp.
Don't remember what that was about.
No longer don't know. Prior to them coming out as non-binary, Yael annoyed me. They gave me I'm not like other girls vibes. Yael was kind of going down that road, but I think they very much stopped in that track when they realized being like other girls isn't so bad after all. Let's see. Oh, there. Okay, Amber, I think they were trying to read and respond to everyone so no one feels like...
The voices are not being heard. Yes,
that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Who else would have loved to see Alex Steele come back as Angie and not as Tori?
A ton of people. I'm not necessarily one of them, but a ton of people. Like, I just don't care. Who else? Oh, no. What about Paige and Alex? I mean, they're okay. Not exactly the healthiest relationship for either of them, but at the time, they're pretty good.
Yao coming out changed my perspective. Excellent. Good to hear. Please talk more about that, and we will get to that when we catch up to the chat. And
also, honestly, mine too, because I had no idea what it was to be non-binary at all before them. Still steams me about why Paige was willing to put her future in jeopardy for someone like Oleander. Thoughts, fam? I mean, in the moment, when you're in infatuation, like, it doesn't seem so bad. Like, it seems, again, like you're invincible and it can just work out. Like, what's the problem? Hindsight is 20/20.
A huge part of me wants to say, wants to address the meme of kids are short-sighted, but no, people are short-sighted. Look how many people are breaking quarantine. Have you been in a Walmart, lady? So has literally everyone else at the same time.
Yeah, people are very short-sighted, and, fuck the future. That's for future them to worry about. Did Paige appear in next class? Yes, in a cameo, as Pablo Umana points out, and hello, I don't recognize you. I like Yael. They're so
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, literally, that's the I'm pretty sure that's literally the episode's name, yeah. I like Yael. They're so brave for being who they are. Yes, they are.
Being yourself in public is very brave, and that is why I am the bravest person to have ever lived.
I rolled my eyes. I wish they kept doing the show, like, what's next for them? Do they have kids, and what happened for Degrassi?
Blame Netflix!
Yeah, well, blame Netflix and, a lot of our shit, but, like, they would be making more Degrassi if they literally could. Like, if they had the ability to. To Mark's earlier comment, I love Paige and Alex, do they ever reuse actors for different characters? They have only a couple times. Like, they did reuse Alex Steele for Tori and Craig's little sister. I feel like they did it at least one other time.
Most of the actor reuse was, like, super early between Kids of Degrassi Street and...
Like, they, going from Kids of Degrassi Street to Degrassi Junior High, they gave the kids on the roster a chance, like, the opportunity to join them for the next series, and also to decide if they want new characters or not. Only one person said, no, they kind of want to just keep playing the same character. Which, it was Alex. The Alex Yankovic.
Ah.
Yeah. Palix was not my favorite couple. Same. I guess Alex Steele, but that's because she was 5. Something like that. I like the Emma versus Alex fight scene. You go, Cause Girl. Yeah, some fights are pretty cool. I think that might have been one of them if I remember correctly. Come on. Okay, whatever. Same, but they're better than some, like, 7... Okay, I don't know.
Something about Yael. Speaking of Yael, do you think Hunter's friends were being unfair with judging Hunter for what he would have been perceived as if he was with Yael?
So, to be honest, they weren't even judging him for that. They were taking it more as Hunter was being transphobic, non-binary phobic. Mm-hmm. Like, they took him as just rejecting Yael not being a girl, which, like, no one understood his problem. Like, and Hunter wasn't really communicating it.
It's kind of a microcosm of call-out culture in that, like, because he took more than instantly to work through his own shit, like, he became a supervillain.
Yeah, basically. Basically, the moment he backed out, like, whoa, this is just too crazy for me, everyone assumed that he was just a transphobe. Which, maybe he had that part of an issue, but his main issue with Yael was that... Scooter. Was that he didn't know what it made for him to be with them, and also, like, he just didn't know what the fuck they were on about either. I had to add that because, like, I wasn't talking about that part.
But that was, like, the 4th time we've said that.
No, I didn't say that, like, he didn't understand what they're on about, because I'm also remembering that he was just confused as how someone can be, like, call themselves them. My favorite couple will always be Joey and Caitlin. I like them in some ways, but I don't think they're my favorite. Emma was so triggered by Alex.
I like Joey and Caitlin the way that I like fireworks, in that they explode.
Oof. I love to see Sean and Ellie reconnect and get back together. And yep. Okay. Sean and Ellie get back together. It would have been nice, but I can understand why Sean didn't feel the way he used to feel for Ellie when he came back. Sad. Yael and Hunter wasn't the best couple. No, but I think they could grow to be a really decent match. What might have happened if Frankie was a normal teen, not the daughter of Rich? Well, that kind of changes a lot about Frankie and a lot of, like, her storylines.
Yeah, that's...
Like, that basically inherently changes the character, so it's really hard to say.
That's like, what if Frankie was Jimmy? As an example. Like changing huge amounts of a person's life.
Yeah.
Although,
shut up,
can you
dude.
imagine
What's going on?
Can you imagine Frankie getting shot in the spine? She would have to, like, start going by Oracle.
I don't know what to talk about. What's going on with Shut Up, Dude? What? Okay.
It may have been deleted, because I don't see anything.
Yeah, we'll see. Esme was crazy. I'm not really a fan of like describing mental illness as crazy because that has a lot of historical baggage.
It makes all people who are mentally ill sound interchangeable.
Yeah, like if you're gonna call Esme crazy, I'm crazy too. Like better to just say Esme was troubled and needed a lot more help than any of the characters could provide. How many openly gay couples people were on Degrassi anyways? Oh gosh. Well, I'm not gonna go and count because it's gonna take too long. But there were quite a few, and like more so towards the end because gayness became more accepted. So it was much easier to have characters who were openly gay and not make it their whole thing. Live your dreams like ice cream. Watching the whole Degrassi show in marathon style in manner days was such a trip. It is great.
Stop making dad jokes, bro. That's a no-no, bro.
Oh no, I forgot that. JT deserved better. Meh. I will neither confirm or deny. I am surprised you haven't made a video about Zaya. They're controversial, to say the least.
We actually have that written on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I didn't know they were so controversial until, like, the last stream that we did. Like,
yep.
Damn.
As I look right over there, there's 3 video topics written up there. Esme, something else that I won't reveal, and Zaya abuse.
No, we'll go ahead and reveal it. Basically, how do you, feeling comfortable in women's spaces even as an NB? Because I don't know if that's going to come anytime soon because I'm having a shit time trying to write it.
You had a shit day. You had a shit day.
You had a shit day. Take a wind down. Which girl was the best looking? I can't really judge hotness, but I am very biased in saying that Claire is one of my favorite aesthetic characters ever. When Spinner and Emma got married, I didn't hate it. Yeah, neither did I. Like, actually, I don't know if I hated it at the time, but I definitely don't hate it now. What did you think about Miles in season 13 when he first came to the show? He was very much, written as just the guy to throw a wrench into Maya's life more than anything. I liked him towards the later half of the season where, his instability and his inability to deal with his dad really came to the forefront. That was good. He could have been written a little bit better in the beginning of, season 13, but then again, so could everyone.
Have you heard of Miles's American counterpart, Kilometers?
Okay. You get that one. Who believes Zig and Grace would have been a good couple? I was actually rooting for them. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen how they are in a romantic way or in a deep friendship way. So, I can't say. And Jay learning that Sean was that guy from Wasaga. I don't know. Do you think Hazel would have been good with anyone other than Jimmy? Probably. If she had a chance to.
Oh, hey, you know what we should definitely do as soon as we get to the end of the chat? Start taking these questions on Discord. That way we can force more people to be on Discord.
I don't know.
Not feeling it for the stream?
No, I just feel like it adds extra barriers and extra hoops to jump through.
Well, the point is to get
I know that, but it just feels like an unnecessary thing, to do, especially live. If we set up the stream, give me your hot takes and questions in Discord, that'd be something. But to do that mid-stream, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, okay. For next time, everybody, before next stream, make a Discord and join our Discord server.
My favorite ship was Zig, Esme, and Frankie. They would be one of my favorite ships if they were healthy.
Yeah, that would have been great if Esme wasn't a piece of shit.
Yeah, I would have loved some poly representation if it wasn't only because Esme was terrified of Frankie taking Zig.
As it stands, the last word that Degrassi has had to say about poly is to make it just a tool for manipulation. Yay.
Thoughts on Emma's revenge on Sean from season 3. Like, I definitely do agree that she was getting a little too obsessed with getting back at Sean for all the shit he was putting her through. But she was also kind of justified. Like, Sean was pretty shady to her. Especially at a time where she didn't need it. Hazel didn't have a personality until she dated Jimmy, so I don't think so. She did have personality, because, like, she did have, like, some stuff to do before she dated Jimmy in season 3. Like, again, that one racism, Islamophobia episode. Like, she didn't have much personality in general, but she did have something. Ugh. I was watching Disney's Zombies, and Shay was an extra in it. Interesting. They could have developed that more, though. Hunter was bisexual. I don't...
Labels are stupid because gender is fake.
If we have to give a label, let's do pan with, like, a gynophilia, like, attraction. I don't know. By her taste, her only real option would be Marco. Probably talking about Lily.
Hazel, up there. Hazel didn't have a personality until she dated Jimmy, I think so. And then skips way down and says, by her tastes.
I mean, if her taste is decent guys, then yeah. She thought Spinner was not cute, and how many other guys are there?
Oh, there's a reaction apparently to something that I said that was mean. I'm just going to assume that it was me.
Probably. I mean, you're always mean. Thoughts on Hunter's depression storyline? It was really damn good. Like, I love that they show depression as something other than just being sad.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking good. I got upset when Goldie was... What? I don't know what you mean. Yeah, and Lola had a wonderful friendship. Yes, they did! Upset about the video game, I would do what Hunter did. I'm a they. I got upset when Goldie was upset about the video game. I mean, it's pretty fair, cause like it's complicated. Like, they shouldn't have like shut down the gamer club. They should have listened that was the only game that they could play in a competitive setting. But but they also weren't doing their PR correctly either. So of course Goldie was gonna get upset. Like, and then also like she did kind of like her criticisms of the game itself were valid, but there's not much she could have the gamer club could have reasonably done about it. It's great when they kiss Lola, cause Lola was okay with it. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments ever. I love it. For a second I thought Russian yell. Huh. Okay. Then I heard Rasha's voice and I went, oh, she's totally not Yao.
Okay.
Tom Melissus was originally a mechanic who worked at LD's father's car shop in Degrassi Junior High, was recast as... No way.
Wow.
No way.
Wow.
Oh my god. Really?
How about
my gosh. Thank you for dropping that knowledge bomb, man. Like, damn.
Nuked.
Shit, wow, okay. How do I respond? I wish Terry could have stayed around a little more. Yeah, that would have been cool, because Terry was pretty mature, and, she was pretty cool. To me, Lola was hot. Cool. Okay. Degrassi was so much darker in the earlier seasons, must have...
Are you sure?
Season, as it gets, parts of season 2 and then, getting into, seasons 3 and 4 and onwards, it's fairly dark, but, season 1 and a lot of season 2, not really.
There are individual standout moments.
Hold on, let me...
Oh. Are we...
Okay, just making sure. Okay.
There are individual standout moments that were dark, but like as far as just the density of dark shit.
Yeah, like it gets like there's a lot more density of dark shit later on in the show, I feel like. Like I honestly rewatch the show and come back after you like specifically rewatching like seasons 1 and 2. They're not as densely dark as it seemed. Oh, I wish Imogen could have been fleshed out so Imogen could have had, like, an emancipation and discovered herself out of a toxic relationship. I comment this on your Claire video, which was a long comment. I feel like Imogen was pretty fleshed out. Like, most of the characters on the show, she still had a lot of growing to do, which we won't get because, you know, Degrassi doesn't follow characters to college anymore, but I think that's pretty okay. Like, it's unrealistic for people graduating high school to end with all of their like character development done, even though like a lot of people do end that way. There's still things that will change you after high school.
Yeah. Do you think the Riley arc was well written?
Arc? I'm not sure what you mean necessarily by arc, but I think all the Riley stuff was well written. So I watched all the time.
Maybe Riley's character arc?
Like Riley's getting over his internalized homophobia? Yes, I think it was really good.
Join your Discord right now in case anybody wants to add me. I'm this name. Alright, well that's baked into this video forever. Hope you're comfortable with that.
Yeah. Cool. Welcome to our Discord. Thank you. A lot of people give Riley's arc flack, but I think it was one of the best coming out storylines they did. Like, they really went deep with it. They did! Oh my god. Like, part of the reason why it took so many seasons to, you know, get Riley to the end point about, you know, being openly gay is because he had a lot to unpack. And the show recognized that, and they actually did work to unpack it. It was fucking awesome! Riley's arc was realistic, which I liked. Yes, I did. I like that too.
How many actors?
Cool, we actually made it to the bottom.
We're near the bottom. Just maintain this pace until we get to the bottom.
Let me chug some of the drink because my mouth is hurting a lot.
Okay. I think it was realistic. Also, they said that Imogen and Eli were supposed to be like Joker and Harley Quinn, which is funny. Also, Imogen is such an iconic pan legend. What do you think?
Eli and Joker were definitely very much like Harley and Joker.
Eli and
Imogen. Yeah. They're very much like them. I commented that on the video. They were very much just as destructive and also just as one-sided as Harley and Joker are. And yeah, Imogen is pan legend. Props too, but I didn't finish. I'm thinking about drinking Nina. I think Esme had BPD and her abandonment problem is likely key into it. Yeah, I'm like 99% certain that she had borderline personality disorder. I like the Shep as a villain. Yes and no, because he also pissed me off a lot. Like, I just hated him so much, like, because he was a well-written bad guy. It's not even I love to hate him, he made people so miserable.
Back to the Imageli comment, I mainly say emancipation of herself, because it seems like she knew herself, but, like, she tailored herself to the people that she was interested in.
Like, I'm not sure if she fully knew herself. I know, like, I feel like she knew parts of her. She knew that she was outside the box and such, but I don't know if she really fully understood herself. But she definitely did tailor herself in some ways, depend on who she was with. I think the relationship between Winston and Goldie could have been developed more. Well, I mean, unfortunately, it ended up in the very last the last season, and they didn't have many episodes to develop it more. So yes, it could have been developed more, but what we got, I thought was pretty okay. Goldie and Winston were so sweet as a couple. Yes, they were. Season 7 was dark as hell. Even the aesthetic. I know, right? Like, oh my god, turn some light on in this school. Message redacted from Egg Mendez. Okay.
We could technically back up the video and see what that question was, but, like, nah.
I'm dying. So much talking. When Liberty came back, Oh.
Was like Liberty.
Yeah. How would you think Fiona would have reacted to Riley finally coming out? She probably like, I was fucking right all along. And I got so much shit for it. Yay, bomb time. Justin Jerkoff. That's an interesting name. What I mean was more like seasons 3 through 9 was pretty dark, but specifically 3 through 7. I feel like Claire's generation, while at a dark moment, wasn't the same as earlier generations were. Like, it wasn't the same, but, like... I feel like they... I feel like it was very dark, like... It was dark insofar as it wasn't, like, always intense shit happening, but more going through intense emotions and going in depth with them. Like, you know, like, common, like, seemingly trivial high school shit, but shown as serious as it would be by the kids.
B Crunch says, I call season 7 Degrassi Man of Steel.
Kind of, yeah.
Excellent.
Vamp, wasn't Grace and Alex very similar in personality? I mean, insofar as, like, the tough girl, I guess so. Like, tough, take no shit. Yeah, kind of. Like, I guess. I never really, like, put them together, and I wouldn't say, like, like, they're similar, I guess. They fill similar archetypes. I love how Shep was so forced after sensitivity training, like, he had to act like he stopped being douchebag. I know, right? Like, oof.
We will remember. The North remembers.
Yeah. Imogelli equals Imogen plus Eli Ship. I meant if you want to go back to what I said. Yeah, no, I understood. I think I remember understanding. I don't know.
What name do you like better, Imogeli or Imogelli?
Imogeli. Once JT died, they just said, screw you, guys, you get no light. It felt that way. Spinner's reaction to Jimmy's return would be mine to my best friend being in a wheelchair, and it was my fault. I'm not really sure where you're going with that, because, like...
Mark Lowell says, I would react the same way if I were Spinner.
Okay. It's like when JT died, the light didn't want to be on anymore. They should have kept JT around longer. I think Ryan Cooley also wanted to get off the show, so, you know, like, probably couldn't really stick around that much longer. I don't mind that my Discord name is in the live stream. You're welcome for joining your Discord. I actually didn't realize you had a Discord until it was said.
Yes.
Sad. I just say it at the end of all my videos.
Everyone get into the Discord because it is the only reliable way to see all of Vamp's videos. If you click on Vamp's name right now, it should, like, open up in, like picture-in-picture or another tab or something like that. All the videos that Vamp has made lately that you haven't seen. I bet you've only seen half of them at best, because YouTube does not push that stuff. But you know what does push that stuff? Our content feed. We have an entire channel that is just a subscription feed for Vamp videos. And also, the, like, other archers post there too, but not, very infrequently. Vamp is by far the most prolific of us.
What? No, I'm not!
In terms of publishing content?
Oh, okay. Publishing content, yes, but, like, hanging out in the Discord, that's you, dude.
No. It's definitely you in terms of publishing stuff.
Yeah.
I'm the most, like, fan-engaged, and Mask is a black hole. And
Mask is Mask!
Yeah.
Fills that role perfectly.
It's like Valve software, you know? Valve things happen on Valve time.
Yeah. How many filler actors did you think were in the series? Literally don't know. Like Brew, Leia, and Bruce. I feel like they had way too many characters in season 8 through 11. They definitely had a lot of characters, but I wouldn't say too many, because unfortunately not everyone's gonna be like fill protagonists, main character-ish roles in their high school life, or even in their own life. Like, not everyone does very interesting things, so, like, some people need to be side characters in other people's stories, and that's okay. The fact that Shep was principal of Lakehurst explains so many things. was he principal of Lakers? Damn. Like, no wonder. Ugh. I saw that place. That place was like a dump. I liked your Vince video, lol. No, thank you. Yeah, I like it too. Like, I want to revisit it because, I thought that was a pretty decent video. They shouldn't have had that many filler characters during seasons 8 through 11. They should have been recurring. I think it's kind of messed up. Well, a lot of them were recurring, but, like, if a character just isn't working for you, you're not going to keep them around. So, meh. And I know Leia left in season 10, like, just suddenly disappeared because she actually got accepted to Harvard or something, like, mid-season. So it was like, well, bye. Wait, did Nina Dobrev leave Degrassi because she got her role in TVD, or did she leave because she wanted to leave? I don't know, year, season... I'm not sure. I think the story I heard was she wanted to leave for, like, either modeling or, whatever TVD is. Oh, Eggman says she left because of TVD. Okay, and Pablo also responded to that. Okay, we finally made it to the end.
We did it. We did it. Take a breath.
2 hours. I did it. I'm gonna chug some Truly because my mouth. The last time I did this, it was dying. We're definitely not going for 3 hours like we did last time. Like, okay. Final call for hot takes. We'll do final call for hot takes because I'm not drunk enough to be like, woo! And also, I'm tired and my mouth hurts. And I've got Animal Crossing to do because Animal Crossing is my life these days.
Huh.
What's up?
Nina Dobrev played opposite Maisie Williams.
Who's Maisie Williams?
She's the girl with the eyebrows from Game of Thrones that stabs people.
Cool.
Oh, wait, you know this series. She's Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have said Arya. Why did Spinner completely forget that he had a sister? I think it's just more that, like, they just didn't mention her. Like, rather than he forgot about her. Just a quirk of writing. Like, basically, why in, like, after characters leave the show, why don't they get mentioned all the time? Basically that question. I suspect it might be, well, actually, I don't know why, so who knows.
Nina Dobrev was in Repo?
What?
She was one of the extras, of the Teenage Zydrate Addict is
no
her,
fucking
is her
way.
credit. She's in Repo.
Damn, okay.
That's awesome.
Damn, okay. Hugs, Vamp, Tarbach. Cool.
Yeah.
Who are your villagers? Okay, so I don't know if I'm gonna remember all of them. So I've got Sylvia, I've got Jitters, I've got Olaf, whose birthday is tomorrow/right now. So Olaf, I've got Lionel, I love him. I've got Callie, I've got Bangle, I've got Chester, and I think that's no. I've got Pinchiti, Pig Girl, and I've also got Cole. Like, they're pretty cool. I love them. The most engaging question in this whole thing. Just kidding.
Vamp immediately springs back to life as though you've just been rehydrated or something.
Animal Crossing. I am literally addicted to it to a near unhealthy level, and I don't want to quit. I love it so much. I love going on the turnip exchange and just going to someone's island and watering their flowers because I'm nice, and also I want to buy their the clothes from the Able sister shops. You know.
Did you unlock the thing about the Ables? The Ables backstory yet?
Yes, I did, and I am also getting custom designs from them, or custom patterns. Degrassi needs to evolve if it ever comes back. Next class should have been a hard reset. As much as I like the Frankie Maya class, I wouldn't be upset if their character arc didn't get finished. I mean, yes and no. I wouldn't have been upset. Also, hello, Tasty. I don't think I've seen you post before, so cool. I wouldn't have been upset if they just left them as is at the end of season 14, but I don't want to give up the shit that I got from next class. It was so fucking good. Have you written Degrassi fanfiction? No, but fun story. During season 10's airing, my friend who got me into Degrassi had a dream where I was, paired up with Eli, and I had Eli twins. It was adorable.
Huh.
I low-key wish it happened. Then again, no, I don't, because I don't want to have kids, and I don't want to give birth, because that shit fucking sucks.
Yep.
You helped me understand my best friend / ex when we broke up because he came out as asexual. I'm glad I could really help you, with that. Yeah, it's asexuality is hard to understand, and, it can make a lot of things complicated, and I'm glad I could help you. Also, hello, Gina, wait, have I seen you before? I don't know, but hello
Earlier
anyways.
in this video, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Still hello. I love Animal Crossing LMAO. Yes, so do I. Was Mr. Mason retconned to having died before Degrassi? No, I feel like he died somewhere after, in between season 3 and season 7. That's how I always thought of it. We want more Degrassi. Why can't they make more? Why don't they follow them to college? Well, they don't follow them to college because they tried that shit and it didn't work. They found that following the characters wasn't really what Degrassi was. Basically, you can't have Degrassi without the school. Mm-hmm. And 2, they're not making more Degrassi right now because a lot of messed up legal company bullshit. It's not very clear who exactly it is. Maybe it's Netflix. Maybe it's Wild Brain, previously DHX Media.
Oh, DHX changed their name? I didn't know that.
I think they got bought out.
Oh.
Yeah, either way, there's a bunch of, corporate world bullshit that's preventing Degrassi from continuing. Do you play The Sims 2? Could I send you a custom neighborhood I made? You don't have to. I don't have a Switch for Animal Crossing. Yeah, sure. I don't know how you'd send me a custom neighborhood, but I do dabble with The Sims 2. I haven't, played any Sims ever since Animal Crossing, ever since I got it, but
Animal Crossing has fully displaced all of your Sims time and half of your script writing time.
Literally, yes. If there's a way to send to me, sure. I can't promise that I'll get to it anytime soon because my interest in the Sims comes and goes. But yeah, when I pick up The Sims 2 again, I will give it a try.
Ken M has started paying attention again and is like, hey, I asked the question about Mr. Yates and Tristan relationship. And by ending well, I mean the story ended with a trial or maybe exploring the effects of it on Tristan's life.
That would have been interesting, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily ending well. I think it's more having a complete and satisfying way to go about a complete and satisfying ending rather than just it just ends, which I could go either way. I like both ways of doing it. Yeah. I need to take a drink.
Twilight Moon says one of my messages didn't appear in the chat. That means that YouTube filtered it because when you look at our video, you're watching the chat as we see it.
Yeah.
There will be stuff that like if you say fuck, for example. Now YouTube will censor it. It used to be that YouTube would filter it from the chat feed on the user side, but we, the hosts, could still see it.
Yeah, YouTube's been removing comments, it's getting me fucking pissed off. Because there's some comments that are genuinely good that I don't know why YouTube removes, but they just remove it anyways. And I don't know what to do because I have no control over this. All I see is a graveyard of comments that I can't look at or respond to because YouTube removed it.
Yeah, Twilight Moon, it seems like YouTube probably just hates you. This is a very good reason for us to move the chat stream to Discord in the future. So the fact that you're in Discord is going to work to your advantage in the future.
Good night, guys. Bye, says Amber Amber. Good night and bye. Oh, good night, Alpha. Just stay safe as well.
Yeah.
Okay. No, not that I didn't like next class. It's more reason I think I need a hard reset because Degrassi kind of needs to evolve with the target demographic it's aimed at. It did evolve though. it has changed for the target demographic. I mean, like, that's one of the main complaints about Degrassi Next Class.
Yeah, that's why all the old people who, like, have lost touch with the youth and only remember their only remember their high school years as distant memories, hate Next Class.
Yeah,
because they just don't have empathy for young people.
It's the people who are complaining about Degrassi becoming too PC and progressive, which, to be frank, it always was, so fuck off.
Always was.
And also, they're on their phones too much, there's too much emphasis on social media, it's like...
What do you think? What do you think life is now?
What do you think teenagers do? Do you think they communicate by passing notes in class? Not anymore.
I bet everyone who made that complaint sent that complaint from their phones.
Yeah. Okay, where are we? Okay. I know a lot of the complaints from Degrassi set were. One of the contents from the Degrassi set were auctioned off recently, including the letters from front of the school facade. Yeah, I know, and like the Degrassi like set lot itself was sold. It's fucking devastating. Like
yeah,
ugh.
that's gonna be rough.
Let's see.
Twilight
Moon said I didn't even curse though. Yeah, YouTube giveth, it taketh. Okay. Time for bed, hoping for more Degrassi videos and stuff. They will come eventually. Have a good night, and thanks for joining us. I kind of find it sad that Degrassi tried to evolve to modern Gen Z, and it kind of worked, but then people say Euphoria is like Gen Z Degrassi / Skins. I don't know what Euphoria is, and I don't like... Why is it sad that I moved to modern Gen Z? Because, like... I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't follow either.
Like, if the idea is to keep up with the kids these days, then, like, why is it bad to go with whoever's modern right now?
Let's
see.
I wish I had more hot takes, but I don't.
Pages on our Discord? Yeah, I saw you. I was saying you get to the Discord server. Oh, cool. Well, I don't know why it killed your comment.
Okay, so Twilight Moon is like, those are great villagers. I can't even. My town name is Konoha. I know it's a Naruto village name.
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, that brings me back. Hey, so would you guys want to come to my town? We just, I don't know, chill, or like you come by my shit or something. I don't know. Like, I've been thinking about doing something like this. I don't know if you guys would want to, but yeah, that's an option. What do you think about Lola and Miles' relationship? They might have been pretty decent. Like, they really got each other at the time. Like, excuse me, they were pretty fine. Yeah, I liked them. Yes, it's sent through. Yeah. I'm speaking more of those dark teen dramas like Riverdale or 13 Reasons Why. Kind of evolution with the teen demographic.
I mean, I guess that's technically the same demographic if you, like, lower the quality standards by 10,000%.
Yeah, like, the people who think that something like 13 Reasons Why is the teen demographic, they're the people who made the DC universe, like, dark as shit. Like, they're the people who think, like, superheroes need to be gritty because that's just life, man. Like, to be honest, like, life has stupid shit, too. It has confusing, like, sex toys for just silly keychains. Like, not knowing what masturbation is or how to do it. It has stupid shit. Why should we focus only on the dark stuff, like, when that isn't even what all of life is? Like, get the fuck off, Riverdale, 13 Reasons Why. Like,
and not that we're calling out you personally, Tasty.
Yeah, no,
we're complaining about the existence of Riverdale and 13 Reasons Why.
Okay, I don't mind that they exist. Okay, they fill
I do.
They fill some sort of role.
I do.
What bothers me is that people think that something like 13 Reasons Why is good because it's more realistic. And you know why they think it's more realistic? Because it's dark. I hate the idea that dark equals realistic. Fuck off with that idea. Again, not talking about you, but the stupid people who think that and praise dark things just because they're dark.
You know what's more realistic about Riverdale than Archie Comics ever was? Having the only ace character fuck a teacher.
Yes, exactly. Which Degrassi College episode was your favorite? I don't know. They're all kind of a blur, actually, because I didn't really care for the college episodes, to be honest.
Crunch says, good night, Vamp and Tarbuck. I love you both. Yeah.
Night.
Cheers.
I'm Gen Y. I have friends who are Gen Z, and I like it. Cool.
Okay. More millennials. You are a millennial with Zoomer friends, you mean? But yeah.
Well, Gen. Okay, yeah, that is Gen Y. Never mind. Yep. If it's New Leaf, yes. Oh no, I've only got New Horizons. Like, one day when I get bored of New Horizons and I want more like Animal Crossing, I will go to New Leaf. I started playing New Leaf a long time ago, but then I didn't really get it at the time. I didn't really have enough mental space to pay attention, so I just stopped. But I want to go back to it at one point.
I hate PG. What?
I don't know what PG is. I meant that it's sad that people don't like how it evolved, but this show, Euphoria, which is like Degrassi / Skins and it's on HBO, is basically the Gen Z version of Degrassi and Skins.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah, remains to be seen, because I'm always hesitant to...
Just like an open casket funeral, it remains to be seen.
Lol. I'm always hesitant to people comparing things to Degrassi, because I feel like most of the time when people compare things to Degrassi, they are inherently misunderstanding what Degrassi is. They think teen show equals Degrassi, which not entirely.
Man, I love Spider-Man. It's so much like my favorite, Batman. They're nothing alike.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to watch Riverdale anymore, even though I was watching to see how bad the writing was. Yeah, it's probably for the best. Watch good things instead.
Yeah.
Peaches, I agree. YouTube wasn't necessarily censoring my comments. Please just stop, YouTube. Yeah, fuck off.
Please just stop YouTube. Someone needs to stop YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. It just wouldn't surprise me at all if Degrassi ever came back and went that way. I wouldn't hate it. Just have this fear that Degrassi would end up like that to fit with Netflix. Nah. Well, they did their trying to fit with Netflix, and obviously it didn't work, so I think...
Yeah. They were like, notice me, Netflix senpai, notice me, and it did not work.
Yeah, and Netflix was more like 13 Reasons Why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dark, and I know how life is. I know life is dark, but life is silly, life is random, and life is stupid. Why in the bloody hell do people only think silly, or think it's silly, or think that it's dark? It's all of those things. Because people like things put into a box.
And it's always like, I want to say a cartoonified version of darkness. It's not like actual darkness.
Yeah.
You want to see actual darkness? Watch the first couple seasons of Black Mirror. That's actual darkness.
What is your favorite mini hairstyle? I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, and this is actually, I guess, to a lot of people, it is a hot take, but... her soccer mom hairstyle. I think she's just fucking adorable in it. And I am not ashamed. Shame me all you want, but it ain't gonna work. How can I put my own videos on Discord?
How do you mean?
Yeah.
Discord is not a hosting platform. Discord is a chat platform that will embed videos from other things.
Yeah. PG is what YouTube...
Oh, hang on. I have more to add to that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
You could start your own server. There's a create a server button on Discord where you can just, make something. And then set aside a channel like ours called Content Stream or whatever you want to call it. And then post your videos there. And that way circumvent the subscription problem.
Yeah. PG is what YouTube is now. PG's... I wouldn't say it's PG. I think it's more like G.
Yeah, YouTube is just G. And everybody who's any harder than that is only sticking on due to inertia.
Yeah.
Which is why our podcast gets no views. By the way, did you know we have a podcast?
Yeah, that never comes out. How did you get into watching Degrassi? So, I first found it in the summer before 9th grade. Because they were airing the Degrassi Go Hollywood movie at the time, and I happened to catch it and like it was like, this thing seems kind of interesting. And I kind of left it at that. But then my best friend in high school was like into Degrassi and could only watch it at my house, so we'd end up watching Degrassi. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool, and I've just been on it since, like on and off for years until I started making videos about it, and now I'm just a Degrassi person, I guess.
Twilight Moon. I wasn't saying stop YouTube. I was telling YouTube to stop. Yes, exactly. YouTube needs to be stopped. Jupiter here confirms that Euphoria is super dark.
Very much like 13 Reasons Why. Just has Zendaya, which is nice, but the show is way too dark.
Fuckship Damn Boob. Monkey Cocoa Bananas Tomato Fuck.
Cuckoo Bananas.
Cuckoo
Bananas. So
it looks like Cocoa Bananas.
Yeah, it does say Cocoa, but it's meant to be Cuckoo Bananas.
Cuckoo Bananas.
Yeah, it's a Degrassi reference. You'll get it someday.
Gotcha.
What's your favorite Spinner hairstyle?
You know, I always thought that Spinner was kind of an asshole, to the point where I occasionally called him Sphincter.
Ew.
You have a podcast? Where? When? It is called The Arch Plays. It's us having a conversation over the top of video game footage.
Yeah.
The video game is irrelevant. It's just a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Like, for one, like how I hate pajamas.
Yes, Vamp hates pajamas, even though they are a higher form of existence.
Ew.
Objectively.
Objectively, no. Objectively, my ass. My favorite Spinner hairstyle, I guess the short hair. Like, I think of his other hairstyles and they're just okay to bad. This is our podcasting channel. Our very last... Okay, we've got a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of shit.
The Venn diagram of why we can't be friends. Rewatching your own videos. You can't say that on YouTube.
Not like other girls.
Not like other girls. She-Ra is great. All About Pizza, where we talk about pizza of different kinds for 33 minutes.
DJ Wasteland. Oh my god, I forgot I talked about when I was on Radio Disney. I was on Radio Disney, guys.
Miniature Vamp was on Radio Disney. Let's see. Why do you dress like that? Why do you dress like that?
Be interesting, get sex.
The 2-step program. Be interesting, get sex. Angels in Pajamas. Mardi Gras is tits. Hello, my name is a long story. The story of Vamp's name.
Oh, yeah.
Lolly
Okay.
Nostalgia Critic.
Okay, I think we're good.
I love this thumbnail. Look at that.
I do like a thumbnail. I have no fucking idea what that episode was about. And I think we're just kind of being boring now.
All of these are great. All of these are great. If you're watching this back, I encourage somebody to pause it.
That's my favorite one.
This one?
Vamp
This was
is sleepy.
This was so easy to make. I
Aww.
googled sleeping kitten and chose the first thing.
That's my favorite. I am too biased.
All right.
You also reused an image that I used in one of my thumbnails.
Which one?
How are you different from childhood?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Huh. I guess it's really easy to find.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hold on. Let me find. What's your favorite hairstyle? Season 3 hairstyles were best for Manny in my opinion. No, it was fine. Favorite Manny hairstyle? I still stand by her season 5 hairstyle with the soccer mom hairstyle. Did Ellie as a character ever fall flat in your opinion? She only fell flat for me when she became more about boys than herself. Like, so basically, season 5 and after. Otherwise, I was pretty cool with her. It's almost what I am. I am cross-stitching while listening to the live stream. Cool. Yeah, okay, you're probably in our time zone as well, because it's almost 1 here.
Yo, when you finish that, post it to the art channel on the Arch Discord. That would be really cool.
Yeah, like Tarbuck's a sewy boy.
I sew, mask sews. I'm not nearly as good at it, but like, I don't even really do the decorative stuff, but I have added little glasses loops to all of my breast pockets.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Ooh, hot take. I disagree with how Twitter loves Manny. Like, she can do no wrong. Oof. She did get a lot wrong. She didn't deserve to be slut-shamed, but she was a homewrecker. Just saying. I am so angry with YouTube. I don't have many subs, so I stopped making vids. What's the point? So basically with the YouTube game, you have to find out kind of thing YouTube likes, and just keep making that on a regular schedule. Like, just keep chugging. Even when, like, you don't have many subscribers and people watching, just keep chugging. Like, I'm giving you advice that even I don't follow because I don't care to play the YouTube game, but, like...
Yeah. If you wanted to be a cynical YouTuber, you could probably do it pretty easily.
Not easily, because I actively reject doing that. Like, I get upset if I'm being told I have to make this video.
No, I mean, you have the knowledge base to do it.
I would probably need a little bit of help, like, training to get in, like, a little bit, like, because,
Or, like, Adderall.
Yeah, Adderall, definitely. But, yeah. Which Degrassi couple is your least favorite? I would have to think long and hard about that, because I would need, like, a list of couples in my face, because I don't have a standout one that I hate. I guess we'll leave it at that. Do you like Manny's and Emma's friendship? I think it was great at first, but it got toxic in my opinion. I think, like any best friendship, they had high points and low points. Like, overall, it was fine, but there were times for each other when they just weren't good for each other. But they got over it, so that was cool. Okay, I'm really starting to die.
All right, your throat is spent?
Like, my throat is spent, my back is hurting, I'm just sad.
Okay.
So, everyone, one more hot take if you want. Otherwise, we're closing this at 1 a.m. We're closing this in 5 minutes, people.
Man, having hot takes is a skill unto itself, like being funny, you know? Like, telling a good joke is really hard. Having a good hot take is really hard.
Yeah, I agree. I don't understand the hype around Emma and Sean. I do, because it's like, they were like the OG couple. Like, we saw them get together, and we saw them break up, and then we saw them, like, run into each other's orbit again, and then get back together again. It's like, you just have no choice but to root for them, because, you know, it just seems so natural for them to be together. Even no matter what's going on, you just feel like they have to be together.
How many times must we do this dance?
See, I feel that's a lot more suitable for Eli and Claire, to be honest. Manny did not deserve to be slut-shamed, but she said all criticism was all because of jealousy. Yeah, she did say that. She definitely made a lot of mistakes, which is pretty human. That's so human core. Good night, and hope you feel better. Thank you, Jupiter. I hope you have a good night too, and stay safe. Go to bed. You need sleep. Yeah, I'll probably go to bed after a little bit, you know, checking on my villagers, but, you know, I'll probably have a nap because I do feel rather tired, and I need to do something that's not talking.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the character of Claire was put through way too much on the show? No. Just simply no. Like, some people's lives are really fucking crazy. And to be honest, it wasn't like Claire was put through a lot necessarily, because a lot of the shit that happened, she caused. Okay? Like, the shit with Eli, okay, Eli caused that. The shit with Asher and Cancer, she couldn't do anything about that. But, like, she caused a lot of drama for herself, like with Jake, with not being able to accept her new stepbrother and stepfather, running away from home, just a lot of stuff. She was the cause of her own drama in a lot of ways. No, it wasn't always that stuff happened to her. She also did shit.
Egg Mendez, I'm gonna go ahead and say that a hot take is not just something that's controversial or goes against the grain, but it brings heat down upon you. So, like, why do you not like Claire?
Well, hold on. Not liking Claire is not a hot take anyways, because most people don't like Claire. Like, liking Claire is a little bit more of a hot take. And I don't forgive you for not liking Claire. Least favorite Degrassi character. I don't like Bruce the Moose. I don't like Derek. I didn't really like Johnny. Like, I get what he's about, but he wasn't a cool guy. Fuck off, Shep. You know, that kind of stuff. You two should go cuddle and watch some random shit. Fall asleep, not talk, because your mouth hurts. I have Josh.
Have you ever done anything with us in other contexts? Because us watching stuff does not lead to not talking.
But I want to watch A Sentence of Bookworm, because I'm remembering...
that it exists?
Yeah. And all roads lead to doom. We gotta watch it. My next life is a villainess.
All roads lead to doom is one of the best names for anything ever. I should change the keyboard back to United States.
You should.
The
Jake thing was super whack.
Address that first.
Yes and no. It was whack, but I don't agree that it was inherently bad. Like, that's my hot take.
What?
Basically, Claire ends up dating her stepbrother. But, you know, she and him wanted to date before they realized that her parents were also dating too. So,
I don't remember what it was called, but there was this anime where it's this guy and this girl and they're getting together and they have a kind of a wide age gap, and so they're trying to be stealthy about it because people are like gonna be suspicious at it because the guy is like in his late 20s and she's like 18 or 19, something like that. And like it would be like social suicide for either of them because of the particular lives that they lead. And then it turns out that they're biological siblings and they keep going in their relationship. And I wish I remembered what that anime was called. But they really go through what the issues are and how it like weighs on them, but they still love each other. And like that would be a really cool storyline that I would like to see in a format like Degrassi.
Damn. I think Mia and Peter were a great filler couple. I think they were a good couple in general. Not necessarily filler. I think they were just good. Vamp, please. I don't like the character Claire because it's weird. I couldn't relate to her. I feel sympathetic to her, but I couldn't see myself in her. See, I don't understand that because I inherently relate to basically every character. It's not so much seeing myself in them, but more understanding where they come from. Like, being, like, just, I guess, just being able to empathize with them, even if they're worlds apart. Like, I'm not like Allie. Like, for the most part, I've never been an Allie. I never really cared about, like, you know, the high school popular shit, but I can still, like, understand and care about what she's going through trying to become a cheerleader and shit. Tristan might be my least favorite character if I'm being honest.
Hang on. On Egg Mendez's point there, I want to say, not liking somebody because you can't relate to them is a total weak sauce position to have. That's my hot take. Like you can only get into and like characters to the extent that you relate to them. Well, what if you're like me and you relate to none of them because those people have like confidence problems or stuff like that. I don't have a confidence problem. My confidence problem is that I make my confidence other people's problem. Oof. But that doesn't mean that I can't like empathize with the things that with these characters are going through and like them on the basis of how they respond to these things. Like, when you open up your mind to the way that other people besides you think and stop restricting yourself to only the people who are like you and the extent to which they are like you, I feel like you're going to have a generally better time at life and a richer experience.
Yeah.
Leave me nuts.
Tristan might be my least favorite if I'm being honest. You wouldn't be the only one who feels that way. He's not my least favorite, but you know, a lot of people feel that way. 1 minute until you said you were ending the stream. Well, it's now 2 minutes after. So, what the fuck? You two are cute as fuck. Like I'm cute on Hyper Plus Coke. Cool.
Yeah.
Tiny and Lola were a beautiful couple. They were nice. They were pretty nice and decent, but, you know, Shay and Tiny, pretty cool. Oof. My joints are dying right now. I'm in pain. No, don't die. Bad. Stop it.
A lot of times joint pain comes from being near the end of your range of motion for a really long time. So if you notice that you've been in the same position for a long time, just try to change the angles that your body is at, you know?
Yeah. Liberty and Damien getting together in the end was end of stupid. His stupid.
Liberty dated the guy from The Omen?
No.
Isn't he the Antichrist?
It was kind of stupid because it was pretty weak sauce way to end their time at Degrassi. Like, I understand it, and it's like, yeah, it makes sense, but also, they could have done something better.
Mark Lowell says we don't want an incest couple on Degrassi. I think you mean you don't want an incest couple on Degrassi.
I'm not sure I want one either. I like Frankie. Cool. What'd you think of the gang storylines? Could have been a little bit better, but I did like them. I liked them a lot. Cool. What did you think of the... Oh, no, I already read that. Ouch, that hit me in my heart. That's fair. I guess it's kind of like I sympathize and understand why she reacts to things. I wish I liked her because I'm usually empathetic and liked and respected. I wonder if then, like, it's less that you don't like her, but just more like she's not your favorite, I guess. Like, you can respect her, but she's like, it's not like you like her as in you're drawn to her, but more just like you get her, which is very different from dislike or hate.
Oh yeah, there's tons of characters that I love who I would not want to be around for even a single second. Same.
Like, I don't know if I could get along with half the characters I am into. Like, I think Eli would annoy me if I got to know him. Do you feel that Paige's reaction to the Ashley and Ecstasy thing was just her overreacting? Yes and no. Like, kind of, cause like she. How do I say this? Basically, if you attack Paige, then you're gonna get burned. Like, and that's just how Paige is and was. Like, whether you're on drugs or not. So that's just kind of natural for Paige to do. Probably not fair because she was also on ecstasy. Like, but yeah.
Even if you put yourself in a position where you're not literally responsible for your actions, you are indirectly responsible for that because you put yourself into that position in the first place, which is why people who drive drunk go to jail.
To be fair, though, it was also Paige who basically got Ashley to do the drugs.
I'm going to blame you for the effects of a problem that I caused.
Yeah. About it hurts every day. That's not good. Jenna and Becky had awful singing couples? Like, are you saying that they're bad singers or that they
were paired with people that didn't have great chemistry, maybe?
I don't know. All characters, I guess it's from my...
liked and respected all characters. I guess it's from my sore spot of Eclair. And how I couldn't have more of Emma Jelly. More of a personal thing. I think the drama making of Claire turned me off from Claire, but I get it.
Claire's not drama, though. Like, she can be pretty dramatic, but...
Did you make a video about this?
I did!
Egg Mendez, I would strongly encourage you to click on the name Not a Vampire and scroll it back to that Claire defense video.
I'm not necessarily mad at you, but I hate the idea that everyone agrees with Katie that Claire is just drama after she, like, yelled at Eli at Above the Dot, which is fucking bonkers.
Drama Llama Ding Dong.
That will help. I'm in pain every day and nothing really helps, but thank you for the advice.
That is mighty unfortunate. You should probably get that looked at if you're in a place to do that.
Yeah.
If not, maybe try not opiates.
I couldn't get along with Paige when I was in high school. Yeah, I definitely would not ever get along with Paige. Like, fuck off. Sorry, I meant singing voices. I actually like their singing voices. Like, I don't think they're the best, but I thought they were pretty fine. I would stay the hell away from Alex and Paige. I'd probably appreciate Alex's style a little bit, but I think she's, like, you know, a stoner burnout, like, shithead. thoughts on Marisol as a character. I don't remember her too much, which might be a bad, a thing about the character, but I don't think I'd get along with her either. Like, she just seemed like, the typical popular girl, like, she wasn't afraid to, like, hurt her best friend over, a boy, so, like, she's an okay character. I'm not really a fan of her as a person, like, personally, but, I thought she was fine. Sorry about that. My comment was cut short, and I watched her video, but I still disagreed. Please agree to disagree, Vamplol.
Sure, I can permit you to have a bad opinion if you want.
Like, I'm not gonna hate you because you have an opinion that disagrees with me, but I'm not going to stop explaining why hating on Claire, like, for those reasons, I don't think are good reasons. Like,
I encourage you. Aiming.
Hey, we're alive! Let me go and refresh the page.
Okay, this is gonna do crazy making things to the chat because they have continued to talk without us.
Oh, fuck me.
All right, do you want to catch up one more time and then call it?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Singing voices. That's my.
Actually, we have to go back further because when I was addressing Egg Mendez is when we dropped out.
Okay. All right. You do shit.
Okay. Sorry about that. My comment was cut short. I watched your video, but still disagree. I agree to disagree. Got a rewatch this. Well, agreeing to disagree.
I don't know. I'm not going to agree to disagree because, like, if I still think you're wrong, then I think you're wrong. Like, unless you, like, prove otherwise, I'm not going to agree that, like, the reasons you think Claire's a bad character are reasonable.
Yeah, like, we will permit you to be wrong if that's what you're really asking for, but I think it would be much better if you make a long-form analysis video that we can respond to.
Yeah, like, I'll accept that people think Claire as a character is bad, but...
People also think the Earth is flat.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. Okay.
Yes, they do.
No, I wouldn't agree that it's that bad. Like, Earth is flat equals also Claire is bad, but...
Well, the idea that Claire is a bad character is something that needs defense, and it needs comprehensive defense that also addresses the things that you said as to why Claire is good. If you don't do that, then, like, there's no error theory. There's no, like, here's where you went wrong or anything like that. It's just but bad.
Yeah. Can we agree that Manny Santos is the baddest chick ever to grace the halls of Degrassi? I don't know if she's the baddest, but she's sure bad. And I'm not saying, like, bad as judgment of character, but badass. I don't know why, but I love Anya with Sav, and I also liked him with Holly J. Anya with Sav, like, they could have been great, but, like, Sav has issues with honesty as well. He just did not want to go, like, he just would not go to bat for Anya and go against his parents. He would not go against his parents, like, until, like, starting in season 10. Like, it was just not in him to do it. They were decent, but I think I liked him with Holly J more. And then JT had no right to be mad at Manny in 303. No, I feel like they did, because Manny really blew them off. Like, she could have said, like, hey, JT, I'm not into you that way, instead of, just, like, keeping him around because he was convenient. And Emma didn't like the direction that Manny was going in. Not just that she was embracing her sexuality, but she was being a shit person to JT, and she felt Manny needed to be called out on it. I don't think they were necessarily wrong, or I didn't think that they had no right to be mad. Manny Santos was a cinnamon roll. I don't think that's really the best way to describe her.
I don't remember what cinnamon roll means in the like memey internet way.
I'm not sure either. I take it more as a sweetheart who could do no wrong, but I might be wrong. My 11-year-old self controls my 20-year-old self bias so past egg, may be an idiot, which wouldn't be the first time. Who knows? But I mean, she starts the drama. Like, she starts some drama, but like, she's not any more drama than other characters. She's known as drama because characters in the show call her drama. Like, that's where I feel it comes from, rather than an observation of other characters. I mean, you can say Allie is just as drama as Claire. Like, look at the shit that Allie does.
Yeah.
Don't you believe it?
Yeah.
That's a deep cut reference now.
He only liked her for her cringe, just like Sully. Are you talking about Manny? If so, embracing your sexuality and wearing a thong to school, that's not cringe, because Manny owned it.
Yeah.
So, I disagree. Crap, I need to find where it went. Okay, there we go. Yep, internet went down. Outside of Eli and uncontrollable things, also my connection is... Yeah. Fun times in internet land.
Fun times in internet land. Kenny M responds with a winking frowny face. Just wanted to point that out.
Oh. I missed that.
Winky frowny face.
Also, Tarbuck, you are a snarky bastard, and I mean that in the most endearing way possible. Yeah, he takes it in the most endearing way possible.
Uh-huh. That's the only... that's probably the most fun way that I take it, that the viewers have access to.
Oh shit, there was a weak spot in Twilight Moon's yarn.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Refresh the page.
Yay, it's back. Oh, screen's fuzzy. It's normal now, yay. Anya and Owen weren't too good. Yeah, Anya and Owen were pretty, like, they're okay at best, not great at like, and bad at worst.
Meant to put Anya and Owen were pretty good.
No. They were okay. No. Okay, I think we're gonna call it here.
Yeah.
We good.
We're only 23 minutes over the time that we said we would end.
I mean, yeah, but like 5-10 minutes of that was not having a stream, so.
That's true. We would have caught up a lot sooner.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and be kind to each other. Now's the time for kindness and empathy, not being in your own head. Just saying. All right. See you guys later.
Oh, wait. One last thing. We have to push the Discord one more time.
Yeah,
and the Arch Plays.
And patron me if you want to. I appreciate patrons.
The Arch Plays is a podcast that has both of us on it, but it's more topic focused. Subscribe to the Vamp Patreon.
Yeah, patreon.com/notvampire. You get cool extra shit that you don't like, that most people don't get to see. Non-patrons don't get to see my Not Vampire Lately podcast, where I talk about shit that's going on like in my life and things that are on my mind. You get to see commentaries on my videos, and you get to request a video of your choosing. Like, Jacob Elo has cornered the market on this, guys.
That's right, folks. You too can financially obligate Vamp to make videos of your choosing.
Yeah. I mean, I do reserve the right to say no, pick a different topic, but yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I should probably get on March's video.
And you don't have to just make requests about Degrassi. Lots of the recent videos you made about stuff that are not Degrassi have been viewer requests from patrons.
Yeah.
Things like your silent voice. A patron.
Yeah.
The same patron.
Yeah,
like
a silent voice, Avenue Q, and then I'm going to watch another anime this month. So, yeah.
Do you want to tell them what it is, or do you want to leave that as a surprise?
I can't remember the name, so, you'll find out when. Yeah, so I'll see y'all next time.
Okay.
Check us out.
Get into our Discord stream, because next time all the the primary chat that we're going to be looking at is going to be Discord.
Yeah. All right, see ya.
See ya.